Mazikowski throws down Rice. Another hit. And again, it looks like...
Because look at all that silk that he has right now. Unbelievable stick handling. And he scored.
Kenny took that one.
There goes Sargent on the breakaway. Sargent, huge pad save by Joey Hall.
Jimenez gets it to Banashevitz. Here he comes, and he jukes and he scores. Sam Banashevitz finally gets one.
November 19th, 2018. Mark it down, ladies and gentlemen. The 5th installment of the Backyard Brawl here in the capital city, Raleigh, North Carolina, between the NC State Ice Pack and the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and our special guest today, Jacob Henson. It's a big game today for a lot of reasons, but first and foremost, it's the Governor's Cup. The 2nd installment of which the two teams are able to compete in outstanding fashion in front of a huge North Carolinian crowd. It's an outstanding place to be. And it's a great environment too. Logan, we've already been in the PNC Arena a few times this year. What is the environment like?
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. The fans are so passionate, and they always show out whenever there's a game in PNC. I don't expect anything different. I expect we're going to have a lot of energy here, and I expect both teams are going to play to their maximum potential. A
lot of energy in front of the home fans for UNC this time. This will be their home game. Essentially, all that means in this terms is that they're wearing the darker jerseys this time, and the donations will be going towards them. In the last several games, State was the home team, so that'll be everything like that. So going into tonight's game, we're going to talk a little bit about UNC and NC State. Jacob here will be helping us out in everything about UNC. What are the big things? We know that they're winless in their past 4, and this is their 2nd game in a week. What's going to be UNC's mantra going forward in this game?
Well, I think the big thing you have to look for UNC as they start this game is they're going to need to really get out strong early, because UNC has a tendency, or not, NC State has a tendency to build into games and grow and score as the game goes along. So if UNC is going to have a chance, they're going to need to start with a good, going to need to start well. They're going to have to get a good showing from their goalie, Alec Hardman, making his first start here in a backyard brawl. He's got an 89% save percentage on the year, and with the way the NC State has such a perfect scoring offense, they're going to need to see a good game from him to be able to keep the goals under wraps. And then last but not least, NC State has shown that they are vulnerable in the transition game. So if UNC wants to get out to that strong start, they're going to need to work on getting their breaks out in transition, try to get some breakaways and see if they can get some easy goals that way.
Especially for the fact that Jessie Aney will be returning for the first time since last year. We saw her last year in the Backyard Brawl, was arguably one of the better players on the ice. She was absent in the last Backyard Brawl, had 3 assists in 5 games last time we checked up. But Logan, in any situation like that, how important is it to have a alternate captain come back to your team? We've seen what kind of leader that she has been. What's going to be sort of her mantra going into this game?
Well, she's going to be ready. I think she's ready to get back on the ice and really be able to lead this team back to victory. They've been struggling of late. They've been faltering. A captain coming back, that's going to be a big deal for this team.
Let's talk a little bit about State. I mean, what's left to talk about NC State? They're 13-0. They're pretty much on a 13-game winning streak. There's no doubt about that. They're number 6 in the ACHA Southeast Division. And really, according to Coach Gazilla, right now they should be higher, because at the time in which they ranked the standings, they did not count the Georgetown game in which NC State won 10-0. Now, there's a lot of things coming out of that one, but the biggest story, Josh Cannon will be getting the start tonight for NC State. Joey Hall has started in the past 4 Backyard Brawls. Will be taking a seat tonight as the backup. Josh had a great weekend, started in the Delaware game, gave up 4 in that one, then shut out Georgetown. 2 ranked teams now coming into this game against a 3-10 UNC. How is Josh looking?
Josh is looking absolutely fantastic. If you can do that against 2 really good teams, 2 very high-quality opponents, I expect to see Josh Cannon do a great job here tonight. you know, you got to ride the hot hand, and he's definitely got that right now. So if he can come in here and do what he's been doing of late, I think that we're in for a heck of a showing from him. Especially that. And talk a little bit about the last game against Wake Forest. Laith Jadala had an amazing game in that one, had a 5-goal performance, something that we didn't really expect out of Laith, but still crashed the net, got a hat trick, and then some. You talked to him after the game. What are you looking for him in this game, especially for the fact that the first line will be centered by Tyler Alfanzetti instead of Nikita Anastratov, who is still out due to sickness? Well, having Anastratov off definitely hurts, but Jadala of late has just been unstoppable. He's one of the biggest players on this team in terms of quality, and he's just done a fantastic job. That 5-goal game against Wake Forest was an absolutely stunning performance, and I expect to see him ride the hot hand into this game.
Especially that. The goaltending battle will be sharp tonight between Alec Hardman and Josh Cannon. We're going to take a quick break right here on PackTV. We're going to come back, talk a little bit more about the game and the 3 keys for each team right here on PackTV.
NC State Television is the Wolfpack's new home for academic events on campus. Missed an interesting talk? Want to catch up on last week's conference? Or did your friend just give a great presentation that you have to see? Check out NC State TV on Wolf TV channel 32.1 and on our new Roku and Apple TV apps.
At Potbelly, everything you find is a little bit happier, sweeter, fresher, groovier, and yummier. Why? Because at Potbelly, we know it's never enough to just eat lunch. You gotta feed your smile. Swing by for our new turkey club, handcrafted to make you smile.
Wolf Bites Radio brings you the biggest names in EDM with the Open Mic Podcast. Hey guys, it's DJ What the Heck, and join me, Brandon Boucher, and other Wolf Bites DJs as we interview musical guests from the EDM world. Open Mic dives deeper into the artists' lives on and off stage, bringing you closer to the music. Listen to Open Mic Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and wolfbites.ncsu.edu.
Back here in the PNC Arena here in Raleigh, Zach Salai, Logan Ward, and Jacob Henson here. The last backyard brawl was absolutely great. 9-5 win for NC State, and the biggest fact after that is they let in a 3-0 deficit going into the first period, and then catapulted after that, scoring 5 unanswered goals, and then finishing with a goal differential 7-2 following that first period. Logan, you were there. What did you see out of NC State, especially for the fact they couldn't get their foot on the gas in the first period, and the third period they let their foot off the gas?
Well, I think what really happened was Joey Hall, especially, we've talked about it time and time again, he struggles to get settled in this building, and I think that's really what we saw. And once he settled down, he did a fantastic job, only allowing 1 more goal to UNC for the entire rest of the game after the first period. But I think that now that they've got Cannon in goal, they can afford more to their offense and really just let loose on their firepower, which is what they do best when they're out there. So if they can get their offense going early, I think we're going to see a repeat of what happened last time.
And a repeat of what happened last time. Do we expect to see 9 different players score like last time, or do we expect a big night like Laith Jadala stepping in and just taking apart the whole score sheet?
Well, Jadala is certainly capable of that, like we saw against Wake Forest, but I expect to see a lot of players getting involved. You got Alfanzetti in the middle, and he always just seems to elevate everybody's game when he's in there. Having all those players and having that depth that can score, really any player is liable to pop off, so we'll have to see when the game starts.
The Robo, RJ, and Cesaric line is back, the famous second line for NC State. Of course, Riley Johnson is one of the most prolific scorers for State, second in scoring only behind the one and the only Sam Banashevitz. What are you looking to tonight between possibly a new dynamic duo between RJ and Cesaric?
I think going forward, they're going to be the tandem to watch. They're the 2 greatest young players on this team going forward. Cesaric has already shown how good he is and his speed on the ice and his ability to get shots off once he does get the ability to take them down. But RJ is just absolutely fantastic. Riley Johnson is going to be an absolutely dynamic player. Riley Superman Johnson, as we've dubbed him here. Really look forward to seeing what he can do and what he's going to do for years to come here.
Eric Todd will be centering on that third line tonight between Trevor Merchant and Owen Drugan. And now going forward here, this is going to be a big one, the 5th backyard brawl. This one counts towards points in the ACC standings in the Carolina East Division. So let us begin. Logan, your 3 keys for NC State.
My 3 keys for NC State is they've got to get off to a fast start. They've shown that when they can score in those first 10 minutes, they can really let loose. And oftentimes, if they can score in those first 10 minutes, they get a lot more goals to come. You shatter the mentality of the opposing team, you really get in their heads, you can do a great job. Another key is going to be the goalie play of Josh Cannon. We've seen Joey Hall struggle a little bit in previous games. Having Josh Cannon, who's done such a great job in his previous games, if he can play well here tonight, you can't really win if you can't score goals, so UNC is going to have to find a way to solve that. Third key to the game, they've really got to fill in for their missing players. Anistrotov and Kenny are 2 big losses, but they've got the players to make it. If Alfanzetti can step into Anistratov's role and do a great job there, I think we're going to see just as much quality as we do from the normal lineup.
And Jacob, especially considering the fact that UNC is winless in their past 4, what do they got to do tonight to make sure it doesn't extend to a 5-game losing streak?
It's interesting how much it's parallel to what NC State's got to do to get ahead in the game, especially early. Getting out to that quick start is going to be important for UNC because, like we've seen in the last backyard brawl, NC State will grow into the game, as I had mentioned earlier. And then making a sort of similar point with NC State's goalie, Alec Hardman's really got to come out and have an outstanding performance to limit this potent NC State offense. And then, like I mentioned before, the big difference between them is I think that UNC has that chance to get out on the quick breaks and try to find their goals, especially early that way. NC State is a more tired team, possibly going into this game. So that'll be one spot that they might be able to exploit. Let's see how that turns out.
NC State, of course, this is their 2nd game in 4 days. And to speak on a little bit what Jacob was talking about in the last backyard brawl, Ricky Chen scored the final goal of the game on a breakdown by the NC State defense.
Yeah.
Horrible transition game right there. Talk about State's transition game as of late, what they need to do to make sure that nothing bad happens again.
Well, in the last backyard brawl, their transition was just absolutely horrible in that first period. UNC players just absolutely speeding out in front of the defense, getting easy shots on Joey Hall, which really shattered his confidence early, which was the reason they really struggled throughout the entire game on transition. However, of late, they've done a much better job in the neutral zone and on defense, just getting back and getting in their zones and preventing easy shots on goal. I expect to see more of the same going forward, especially against Wake Forest. They did a great job in transition, and it really showed in the stat sheet, winning 10-0. But they have to do better in the transition game, and I think we're going to see that tonight.
State will be wearing white, red, and black. UNC in all blue today, different shades of blue. We're going to take a look at that soon. Puck Drop is next right here on PackTV. It's the PNC Arena here, November 19th, 2018. Zach Sawai and Logan Ward here for PackTV. We can't go talking about the Governor's Cup without talking about the biggest thing of the night. Governor Roy Cooper will be here and possibly will be joining us here on the broadcast. Logan, that's exciting.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's the self-professed biggest hockey fan in North Carolina. You know he's gonna love the game here tonight. So.
I don't know if he's right about that one, but we'll see.
Well, we're definitely going to see, and it's so exciting to have him here. It means a lot to both teams, so I'm really interested to see how they do in front of this big crowd in front of the governor.
Especially that, will NC State crumble under the pressure, though, considering that they have one of the most high-profile state government officials in the building tonight?
I doubt it, because they're just that dominant right now, and they're on such a hot streak. 13-0 is not accidental. They've earned that record, and they've worked hard to do it. So with the governor in the building, I think they're really just going to put on a show and really try to highlight their offense especially.
Fans are slowly trickling in, and the importance of this backyard brawl towards anything is just absolutely outstanding, considering the fact that this is another game where they could possibly have upwards of 5,000 people attending this game. The awareness of local college hockey in Raleigh, North Carolina. Logan, how many people do you think we should expect tonight? Fans are still slowly trickling in.
I think we're going to see the number just continually increase. You talked about that 5,000 number. I think it's very doable, and we might even exceed that this night. Really, the hype is real around this team. 13-0 again. It's important. The fans are taking notice, and I think people outside of the state are even starting to take notice too.
Yeah. State will be trying to go 14-0 in this season. We're just going to make sure we do the game as best as we can here on PackTV. We'll be right back. here, ladies and gentlemen. The referees are taking their warm-up laps to start off this one. We got the backyard brawl promo here going for UNC. Zach Salai here alongside Jacob Henson, and of course, as always, you know him, Logan Ward. It's going to be a big one tonight. They got the carpet laid out for the ceremonial puck drop. We're going to find out who that is shortly. With the rise of sled hockey in the local Raleigh area, it turns out that it most likely will be a UNC sled hockey member. They were making some waves the other night. Wade Minter was actually the MC, or at least someone there, at the Triangle Special Hockey Association's sled casino night, in which they raised money for the local hockey community in North Carolina, especially sled hockey. How important is it here, Logan, to make sure that the community is in check as much as it is the rest of the hockey community?
Well, getting the community involved is so important, especially to both of these teams. And we've talked about the community involvement in club sports in general and how they provide funding as well as excitement. But it's really important to get the community involved, and I think both teams do a great job of it.
Definitely. Jacob, how important is it, especially UNC hockey? Their sled hockey program is not as well known as NC State's. Just having that community aspect that the teams are giving back, everybody wants to make sure everyone has a chance to play hockey. How important is that?
Well, it's one of the best parts of sports, honestly. It's the ability for to be able to give these opportunities to people who might not otherwise have them. And that strong community support is really what makes these sorts of things possible.
Wolfpack chants are prominent, as you can hear, ladies and gentlemen. For a UNC home game, this is not good here, Logan.
No, you definitely hear way too many Wolfpacks than you really want to hear if you're a Chapel Hill player.
Maybe a home game only in name.
Exactly.
Led on by Sam Banashevitz. This is his last backyard brawl of the semester and one of the final ones of his career. His fifth and final year in the ACC. It's going to be an exciting match nonetheless. Wow, it slipped my mind here, Logan. The red carpet is for Governor Cooper. This is the Governor's Cup.
Yep.
We talked about this. My bad, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll be awaiting the Governor to be dropping the puck tonight. And the Tar Heels come on the ice. Alec Hardman's pads are decked out for this game. Completely UNC blue with a little bit of white in the middle. Goes straight to center ice. A little bit of a taunting move there, Logan.
Oh, you have to imagine, you know, he's trying to get in their heads early, showing them this is his court, his ice. So we're really going to see if that has any impact, but this offense from the Wolfpack is dominant. We're going to see how they do against Hardman here tonight.
And as we've talked about here, the goal differentials are outstanding. In the last backyard brawl, it was a +4 goal differential for NC State. A couple backyard brawls before that, they won 5-3. The first backyard brawl in existence, of course, State did end up winning 3-1. Yeah. Do we expect a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game here, Jacob?
It can be a toss-up, but I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game, especially after NC State's last couple of performances where they were just scoring whenever they felt like.
Yeah. Head coach Mike Gazzillo, retired NYPD member, is the head coach for your NC State Ice Pack. On the ice currently for the Ice Pack, goaltender Josh Cannon. Sam Banashevitz out there with Cam Mazikowski making his return. Tyler Alfanzetti gets the much anticipated return to the first line. Yeah. Coach loved him in the middle between Sam Banashevitz and Leif Jadala. How important is this for Alfie to step up and to really gain a spot in that first line?
Well, I talked about it earlier. And Eastertov is such a great player, a good presence to have there, and a fan favorite because of the last backyard brawl where he showed off just how physical he could really play and how much that means to these fans. But Alfanzetti is an absolutely wonderful player, and he brings a lot to this team, and he's going to highlight that here tonight.
Ellis Rushford will be on the ice tonight as well. Was not absent in the last game, made his presence known. And now the Tar Heels coming out.
Assistant coaches from Buffalo, New York.
We're awaiting the starting lineups. As we know right now, Ricky Chen, Andrew Jordan, and Clark Jennifer will be the top line for UNC. Jeff Volkman, the head coach for UNC, leading a 3-10 team. They need to improve there.
At forward from Cary, North Carolina, number 93.
Quiet crowd here in support of Chapel Hill right now. And see if that changes.
Definitely more than the last game. Ricky Ched now approaches his blue line.
Andrew Jordan.
Andrew Jordan now comes out for UNC, their captain.
At forward from Montclair, New Jersey, Clark Jennifer.
Clark Jennifer now heads on the ice.
On the bench from Raleigh, North Carolina, Justin Pregame. And from Raleigh, North Carolina, Daniel Jones.
Their highest scorer on the top line right now is a tie between Andrew Jordan and Clark Jennifer. Both have 4 goals and 3 assists and 7 points each.
From Apex, North Carolina, Tyler Jacoby.
Now that is absolutely outstanding there, guys. One of the honorary captains, somebody from the sled hockey team getting a chance. I've coached that young man myself in my days. That's outstanding. We'll talk a little bit more about that after the anthems.
Performed this evening by Elizabeth Campbell.
Oh, say, can you see by the time's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Well then, Logan. Jacob. Wolfpack chance in a UNC home game. Wow.
A lot of red out there in the crowd. And that's not for the Hurricanes. They're here to watch NC State.
Roy Cooper came out on the ice right there, took a little bit of a slip, and as we famously say here, there was a banana peel on the ice. One of the more wholesome moments in backyard brawl history right there.
Thank you.
A little bit of a fun fact there. Sam Benishevitz's LinkedIn profile picture is indeed his picture with Governor Roy Cooper from the last Governor's Cup.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play some hockey.
Wade Minter kicking off things here at PNC Arena as we get ready for the 5th installment of the Backyard Brawl and the 2nd Governor's Cup.
I gotta tell you what, Logan, Wade Minter can commentate anything in my life any day. It's going to be a big one here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining us here on PackTV. Any UNC fans watching tonight, we are so grateful for your support here, making sure that we are all student employees here, so it's very huge that you guys are watching tonight, supporting us. NC State tonight wearing the white, red, and black. One of the first times they've worn that this season, unless they've worn it on the road. Normally have been donning the black, red, and white sweaters. Also, another thing tonight, there's no nameplates on the white jerseys.
No, they've got purely the numbers.
This will be fun.
Glad I'm not the play-by-play guy today.
You're right there. Reds to line the neutral zone. 7 p.m. puck drop. Pretty cold outside, even colder in here. Tyler Alfanzetti, Andrew Jordan. Off the draw, Alfanzetti wins. We want to welcome you to the Backyard Brawl, the 5th one in existence. Zach Sawaya here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson. We bring you into the pack. The puck is chipped alongside the boards in the back by Hardman. Puck is handled in the corner once again. That was Daniel Jones. UNC playing in their own end to start off this game. Leith Jadala handles the puck down there in the corner. Puck is trying to be centered. Sent just wide. Cam Mazikowski chips that one all the way back in. Andrew Jordan will collect that against a forechecking Leith Jadala. Cam Mazikowski sends that one ahead sharply. And now UNC will skate that one back. Clark Jennifer will play a little bit of dump and chase on that play. Rusher beats the open man. Puck goes into the corner. Tripped up. No call will be made. Rushford lost his stick. Sam Banashevitz sends a forward pass to Jadala. Didn't quite get off. Alfanzetti missed his man up there. Banashevitz takes over the puck. Sam Banashevitz hangs on with a centering pass to Alfanzetti. And it goes just wide. Cam Mazikowski now back in the neutral zone.
Seeing them take their time right now. Really just trying to find that best opportunity as they're trying to get that early goal that we talk about so often.
Alex Robinson intercepted in the middle by Bullock. Bullock rushes in and it's taken away by Ian O'Rourke, the team president for NC State. Eric Muir still looking for his first goal of the year, something we talk about pretty much every game. And now the puck is sent back into the neutral zone. A good play there by Weiland.
Physical play out of both teams already as we see someone get decked to the ice there. Look to see a lot more of that going forward in this game between these two rivals.
Ian O'Rourke with a spring pass up to the middle was intercepted well by Weiland, a name that we've been saying a lot. Chris Adamson had possession on the puck that play. UNC's leading scorer so far this year with 7 goals and 7 assists. Puck held in. Mura with a shot and it goes behind the net. Again taken ahead. There goes Robinson. There goes Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson, the team's second leading goal scorer with 17 goals this year. Robinson continues to maintain the puck. And now there goes Riley Johnson. To the middle to Cesarek, and he couldn't get the shot off. Taken away. A great job by Matt Richard on defense. A little bit of a toe drag move there by Riley Johnson. Tried to stick handle himself into submission and lost that one. Mura wins the foot race and icing is called.
So far, UNC seems content to sort of dump and chase on offense. It'll be interesting to see if they can try to string a few more passes together and get something going. They're playing pretty tight in defense so far. They've done a good job of keeping any shooting lanes cut down.
Wolfpack have been trying to find something open there, utilizing their passes, trying to find the best opportunity, but they haven't been able to find one here yet.
Eric Todd lost that draw, centering Trevor Merchant and Owen Drugan tonight in place of Ryan Kinney, who was out most likely due to flu-like symptoms. Coach Gazzillo can confirm. Merchant with a backhand pass in the middle, no one there. Hudson rips it! Huge save by Hardman to begin this game. That was State's first premium chance of this game there, Logan.
No, that was a fantastic shot, a good opportunity, but a great save by Hardman there in the early goings. I get the feeling we're going to see a lot more of those here tonight.
That was a type of nice, comfortable save he's glad to have to start things off.
Exactly.
Todd lost that draw. Taken away well. Puck is sent back out in front. Trevor Merchant still had it. Lost it once again. Playing strongly on the other end. Well, that was Bogdash. Puck sent all the way back in. There goes Devin Halko with a cross-ice pass intended for Hudson, picked up by Drugan. Merchant almost had that one. Merchant has 7 assists on the year. Has been a helper more than a scorer this year. Hudson chips that's one ahead. Teams go off for a change. There comes the line of Vedetta, Costigan, and I believe Brandon Stanley is going to be on this unit here for head coach Gazzillo. Puck is weaved to the slot and is taken away well by the NC State defense. A good job by them. Vedetta with some speed. Hardman plays that puck just outside of the trapezoid. Held on once again by UNC. Springing it forward is Bogdash. Waiting for it with a quick pass. Goes just past Bogdash's stick. Kubanov touched that puck and it squitters back all the way into the UNC end. Ricky Chen now will take possession of that puck. That's Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones working his way through with some good speed down the side. Sam Banashevitz will pick that puck up. A great interception. Tries to make a power move and it's taken away. Matt Costigan. Costigan will try to flitter that puck back into the UNC end. Hit a guy high. Hardman now will make that pass. Ricky Chen is now on the ice. Ricky Chen, a more daunting figure for UNC so far this year. 2 goals and 4 assists with a shot from the point. No problem there for Hardman. Alfanzetti with Jadala lurking just in the face-off dot right there. Shadala lost that one. Ricky Chen almost had that once again. That first line back out there for Coach Volkman and Andrew Jordan and Clark Janifer. Alfanzetti tries to weave it around. Mazikowski will send that puck back in. And they opt to make another zone entry. Tyler Alfanzetti has a well-deserved promotion to that first line there, Logan.
Yes, he's played fantastically in these last couple games.
Taken away by Banashevitz, and once again, Janifer with a good interception once again. Springs boards a man in Andrew Jordan. Jordan with a quick shot. Just goes by Josh Cannon. Ricky Chen to the middle of the net, no one there. Josh Cannon will hang on. Good. Back to Tyler Alfanzetti there.
Tyler Alfanzetti, really, he's just had a string of great performances recently. And the fact that Coach Gazzillo trusts him to come into that first line, really without a change in play, shows just how much this coaching staff trusts him.
Bit of a hairy situation for NC State there. I'm sure they're glad everything is shaked out all right.
Puck is sent all the way back in. Most surprising aspect of this game so far, Logan, no penalties have been called.
No, we've seen a lot of physical plays, but the refs are just letting it go right now. Could see that change as the hits become even more.
With a good shot off the post. What a shot from all the way at the point by Kyle Bullock. Handling it back in from the point. Beeson with the shot off the skate of Ian O'Rourke. Back on that puck, there goes Stanley. Cesarek. And the puck is sent all the way back in.
Cannon's been struggling a little bit, trying to locate the puck off the rebound whenever he makes a good save. He's got to find those pucks in a more timely manner if he's going to prevent the follow-up attack from these Tar Heels.
Puck is sent back in and no icing called right there. Cannon was looking for something. And now it's handled once again by UNC. There they go. That was Jesse Aney, one of the best players for UNC in last year's Backyard Brawls. And now Ian O'Rourke takes a little bit on the offense. 1 goal this year. Teammates were joking that they were actually going to buy me dinner if Ian O'Rourke got a goal at home. Hasn't happened yet. So let's go, boys. I'm hungry. Puck is sent all the way back in. Ian O'Rourke tried to send that puck in. Gets bodied down well by Bogdash. Hardman with the quick dump. Halko wanted to pinch, but couldn't quite get back in the zone there, and decides to make a cross-ice pass, D to D to Davis Hudson.
We've seen strong transition play out of both teams so far, really back and forth in that neutral zone quite a lot in the early goings here.
Eric Todd with a drop pass to Drugan. He fanned on the shot. Halko looking for it with a shot and off the blocker of Hardman. What a save right there. Trevor Merchant once again. Devin Halko sent just wide.
They're getting these shots, nothing going so far. They need to center those shots a little bit more. Hardman doing a good job just with his presence in net.
There they go, to the front of the net. Drugan lost it with the rebound, just out in front of the net. What a chance right there by Trevor Merchant. Looking for one of his first goals in a while. Bodied down by Eric Todd. What a smashing hit there, ladies and gentlemen. Throttled him to the ice. Owen Drugan lost possession of that one, sent it back up. A little bit of a miscommunication between new players on the same line with Trevor Merchant and Eric Todd. UNC player fans on it. Sent all the way back up. That was team captain Andrew Jordan. With good speed, there goes Ricky Chen. Ricky Chen through the middle. Decides to drop it back there for Janifer. Great tip by Halko to eliminate the play. Back on in front with a shot. Cannon stands tall. Well, lies down with the rebound. And Cannon will hang on. Early pressure there by UNC there.
Yeah, that was one of their better opportunities they've had so far. And what I was going to mention earlier is we've seen the physicality really start to grow into this game now that the players have been playing for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see if that keeps going on or if they'll find a point and sort of level out and stay there.
Good defensive possession from State there. Did a good job poking it away. Ricky Chen really showing that speed that he flashed in the most recent Backyard Brawl that we saw.
Backhand into the net by Janifer. Was taken away well by Ellis Rushford, who skates up the ice. Ellis Rushford has 4 goals on the year, looking for his 5th. Skinny back around, Rushford tripped up, no call. Taken away. Mazikowski hangs on to it. Taken away once again, a great job. That was Brandon Stanley. Stanley, number 26 on the ice. Miles Ferrone is number 12. Number 14, Brendan Seppi. A lot of number changes for today's game. Drop pass. Hung on in the corner by Janifer. Janifer losing it. A great job right there. Janifer with a shot. A huge save by Josh Cannon. Slipped right out of the reach of Stanley on that one. Play a stop with 11:44 left to go.
Very good opportunity for the Tar Heels there. Just unable to convert. Cannon with the mind to just stay in front of it. Did a great job Defense did a good job of harassing this attack too, but Cannon just with the presence of mind to get in front of it and fall on it.
Off the draw, won that top line back out for Coach Gazzillo. Spring pass up to Jadala. Jadala with the shot goes just high. Sam Banashevitz couldn't quite get a stick on that one, just away from Kyle Bullock. And the puck is sent flying back in a race with Miles Ferrone. Ferrone on defense tonight. Finding out shortly who he's covering in for. Ferrone back in his own end, loses control of that. And a quick battle with John Beeson. Patrick Kramer on the ice as well for the team. Getting a good check on. Nobody seems to be winning the corner battle, but Jadala springs free from it. Ian O'Rourke can't find the puck, decides to lay a hit. Tries to springboard out Vanzetti, but puck goes behind the net. Josh Cannon will hang on for this one.
Little bit of a lapse in communication there. State can't have that happen early as we near the 10-minute mark. No scoring yet from either team. Not much of a fast start, really just a lot of back and forth in the early goings.
We have seen UNC finally start to string a few passes together. Their offense is starting to look a little bit more cohesive, and we'll have to see if they can get a good opportunity from having this movement now.
No, in the early goings, we saw a lot more.
Quick shot just to the front of the net. Davis Hudson will decide to pick that one up. Alex Robinson loses control of that. Bogdash fans on that one. Chilling behind him was Mason Reagan. Mason Reagan did end up coaching for some of the youth hockey in North Carolina over the summer with Shane Willis and crew. It was a great camp and a lot of great youth coaching. Actually took my first look at the crowd tonight. It's looking almost more than the last one here, Logan.
Very impressive turnout, and you see more people slowly trickling in. Not a ton more, but I think we're going to see even more people as this game goes on.
Riley Johnson, he has some wheels, breaks through. Riley Johnson over to Robinson with a shot, and he scores! Alex Robinson pots one home to start off this game. It is 1-0 NC State.
Not much more to say there. Robinson just did a great job capitalizing on the opportunity Johnson gave him. Johnson doing a wonderful job to just skate through the defense. Robinson there to benefit from all his hard work. Getting that shot right over Hardman.
Yeah, not much more to hope for from Hardman there. I think he did about the best he could, but it was just a great opportunity for NC State.
There we go, Logan. First goal in the first 10 minutes, something we have talked about tirelessly here.
Managing to squeeze that in right at the end of those 10 minutes, but still in those first 10 minutes nonetheless.
Parker Cesarek now chips that through. Back on D, there goes Daniel Jones. Wade Minzer with his booming, loud voice. Sure do love it. Halko to the front of the net. They're going to give the goal to Riley Johnson. And the assist to Halko. We thought Robinson put that puck in, but we're going to go with Johnson. Johnson, that will be his 18th of the year, tying with Sam Banashevitz. Cannon will hang on to that one. I could have sworn that was Alex Robinson there, guys.
It looked like Robinson getting that pass from Johnson, but Johnson from Halko, that works too.
Premium middle school bops here at the PNC Arena. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, and Jacob Hansen here for PackTV. Cam Mazakowski back out to the front. Trevor Merchant will chip that puck ahead to Owen Drugan. Owen Drugan now with a quick wrister from the top of the slot, and a huge save there by Hardman. Puck sent to the front of the net, and once again held on by Hardman.
We see the Wolfpack getting those opportunities now. We talked about once they get that first goal, many more to follow. They get even more aggressive, and they get emboldened almost whenever they score. Scoring a lot more very rapidly whenever they get those first points.
Eric Todd waiting to take the draw with Merchant behind. Eric Todd lost a little bit of control and fell on that one. Puck is sped ahead. You know by that speed, that's going to be Ricky Chen. Breaks past Ellis Rushard into his own zone. What a play there by Mazakowski. Almost tipped it into his own net from the point. Richard could not get a stick on that one. Richard, rather. Owen Drugan lost on that one. Cam Mazakowski with a D-to-D over to Ellis Rushard, and they're going to try to make another breakout. Chipped alongside the boards, Ellis Rushford looks for an open man. This will be Ellis Rushford's last season in the ACCHL, last season of eligibility. Nutrition major at NC State, former Marine. Want to thank him for his service as always. Cam Mazakowski almost lost that on that play. Trevor Merchant back to collect it into the neutral zone once again. Costigan tried to make a pass. I'm not sure what he was trying to do on that. And now just a lot of back and forth ensues.
Absolutely. And
puck is taken away. Vedetta with the shot. A huge save by Hardman.
Hardman's done a wonderful job at that so far. Really doing a great job aside from that one goal.
Back into the neutral zone. Fanned ahead well. There goes that second unit now for UNC. Dumping that in now is Kyle Bullock. Bullock with it now, a huge shot and a save by Josh Cannon. Alex Fedetta and Bullock has some words to say now. So to Cam Mazakowski, and I believe that was Mason Reagan on the ice.
Great save by Cannon, but we're starting to see that physicality boil over a little bit. No love lost between these two teams, but the rest really content to just let this game go undisturbed right now. No penalties called on either team, but I expect we're going to see that change.
Jess Tart serving as the backup for NC State tonight. Joey Hall will be a healthy scratch. He may be our first period intermission guest. We don't know yet. If it's between him and Governor Cooper, sorry, Joey, it's going to be Governor Cooper. Puck is sent behind the boards once again. Trailing on it. There's Brendan Stanley. Stanley back over to O'Rourke. Got checked into the boards. Vedetta's trying to find a man. Costigan has it. Costigan couldn't get stick on it. Still in the zone. He lost sight of it.
Could have been a real opportunity there.
Missing out on what Jacob just said, a fantastic opportunity. If he had the presence of mind to keep track of that puck, really could have had a one-on-one with Hardman there.
Costigan still looking for his first of the year, has 3 assists so far this season. Sped ahead, great save there by Josh Cannon. Trips to the boards, and you think there's going to be some word said? You betcha. There's going to be no call on that. I think what happened was he slipped into Josh Cannon's head.
Accidental or not, it's a dangerous play. Hate to see that stuff happen, but it's part of the game. It looks like he did, in fact, just slip.
Some extra words were said right there by Miles Ferrone. A goal and 3 assists so far this year. Scored his primary goal, I believe, on the road against Georgetown. Sam Benishevitz all the way at the other end with the shot just wide. Good positioning to collect that puck. Megan will send that puck back in. Jennifer sent that over to Ricky Chen. Ricky Chen lost that puck. There goes Jordan. With a shot from the point just over the glove of Josh Cannon. Sam Benishevitz will chip that ahead to Jadala. And ensues a 2-on-1. There's Jadala. Jadala over to Alpenzetti, and it goes just high. Jadala sends it back to Alpenzetti. He can't get the shot off. Forechecked well. Back in his own, and Alpenzetti looking to make a wraparound play. Will decide to send it back to O'Rourke with a bomb from the point off the post.
O'Rourke, one of those players, really takes those shots from far out. A lot of his teammates crash the boards, but nothing there for O'Rourke with the long shot.
Puck sent in, a little bit of a scary situation. A good shot right there by Daniel Jones jumping in on the offense, and the play is stopped.
Josh Cannon's looked good here in the early goings. Nothing really you could ask for more from him. Couple scary plays, but I think he's definitely soothing those nerves, and getting settled in the early goings.
UNC back in with a shot that goes just wide. Richard with a shot. What a save! Josh Cannon, absolute larceny. And he hangs on.
Just a wonderful save. There's not much more to say. Reaching out for that one. Just grabbing it out of the air. Not much more you could ask for.
Looks like Patrick Kramer, John Beeson, and Kyle Bullock on the ice. There was some Go Beeson chants in the stands as it stands. I said stands twice. Whoops. Puck is sent ahead. Parker Cesarek with some good speed. Fastest skater in the ACCHL with a shot. Good save there by Hardman. Not tested much, but he got that one. That'll not be called down on the high stick. Riley Johnson looks to make a quick zone entry with a little bit of a joystick move to the slot. Robinson with a shot that goes just wide. Hudson waiting for it at the point. Johnson, Robinson, and Cesarek are still lurking in the corner. Cesarek will make a wraparound play. Finds Halko at the point. Halko with a shot from Main Street and a huge save by Hardman. Cesarek over to Halko. Halko in an unfamiliar place down there in the corner. Not a good place for a defenseman. Hudson just floats that one in. No particular target on that one. Goes just wide.
Ice Packer getting these opportunities. They have to start converting on them if they want to take this game further away from the Tar Heels. Looks like UNC brought their little, and I emphasize little fan crew here.
getting started in that go to hell Carolina week there for NC State as Barstool Pack and brands it. It's going to be an interesting one to Keenan Flagler this week. With a shot. Good save there by Hardman, and he hangs on.
Good save there by Hardman. Really, this has been a battle of the two goalies so far. A lot of opportunities for both teams, but both of them holding up.
The last couple of minutes have really been going NC State's way, but before that, UNC had honestly done a really good job of getting up in the offensive foot there, but NC State's starting to get some chances here, and we'll see again if they can convert on one of them.
Todd with the face-off win. Trevor Merchant right there to collect that puck. Merchant lost it. Todd getting in some quick roads right there. Looks like that was Mason Reagan. Rushford hanging on to it. Rushford sends it up to Merchant. Merchant, Drugan in the slot. Drugan couldn't quite get a handle on that one. Eric Todd now swoops in. Still can't quite get that puck. Todd now out. Eric Todd, of course, had the unbelievably filthy goal in the last game.
Yeah.
Now hanging on to it is Bogdash. Bogdash brings a man in Jesse Aney. Trevor Merchant now will send that back. Eric Todd with the good forecheck. Eliminates a chance to pass it the other way. Now hanging on to it is Aney. Aney wearing the A on her sweater for UNC. That's got to be an honor there, Jacob. Rushford now hangs on to that one. A little bit of a banana peel on the ice. They ran into each other in the neutral zone. Cam Mazikowski will loft that puck ahead. Mazikowski, reigning ACCHL Rookie of the Year, has been offensively quiet this year for the most part there, Logan.
Very quiet, but his presence on defense is still definitely felt. Him and Rushford especially. All those penalty minutes, they're making their opponents know they're there.
Cam Mazikowski, one of the true freshmen for NC State so far. Most of the guys on the team are upwards of 22, 23 years old. Cam, I believe, is still around 19 years of age. He's one of the young guns on the team, as they call it. And now held on. There goes Stanley. Stanley up to Vedetta. Vedetta lost that one. Body down well by Jennifer. Ricky Chen with some speed is going to out-hustle Rushford there. Rushford decides to body him in. That'll be a call right there. And we got a fight. Rushford decides to be a little bit of docile this time.
Not something you usually see out of him.
Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. I'm hungry now. NC State will be going on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. Not something you want to see for the most part.
No, but as noted by the Ice Pack's Twitter account, they actually have 10 goals when down a man on the season.
And they have given up 6 on the penalty kill as well, so that's something to take note of. Kyle Bullock hanging on to that one. Great speed by Alfanzetti. Will he get onto that puck? And Jennifer will beat him out. No, he won't. Alfanzetti with it. Had a chance to pass it out. Trevor Merchant in the slot. Couldn't quite get it. Jennifer now. Jennifer in the neutral zone. Eric Miura did want to pinch on that particular play. Still unable to make that happen. Ian O'Rourke now has possession of that one. Intercepted once again by Bullock. Alfanzetti decides to get some speed. He has wheels, ladies and gentlemen. There goes Alfanzetti with a toe drag and an amazing play by Bogdash.
Bogdash just doing a wonderful job poking that one away, preventing Alfanzetti, who had a great offensive possession right there.
Back through the neutral zone. Cesarek with the good forecheck on them. Can't get that puck away. Eric Todd with a quick shot just high. Ian O'Rourke bodied out someone in the slot. No call on that play. Adamson looking in the slot for UNC. Sent just wide. Parker Cesarek will get that one away out of the reach of Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, of course, hailing from Raleigh, North Carolina, as mentioned in the pregame, with a shot just wide. Ricky Chen with the rebound, just wide. A chance there to score on the power play for UNC. Sent wide. Halka almost got the clear. Richard from the point with a shot just wide. NC State collapsing on the defense. They can't get anything getting out of the zone. There's Richard once again. Richard over with a shot once again by Jordan and hung on.
NC State will appreciate this breather the face-off's going to provide. The defense started to look really shaky right there for a second.
Very much so. Cannon doing a wonderful job of holding on there, deflecting more than his fair share of shots on that possession. Really been impressed by his play in the early goings here.
Looks like Laith Jadala will take that draw on the penalty kill. Will take that puck away. Get some speed on the breakaway. Sam Banashevitz trailing. Jadala. Jadala, what a save there by Hardman.
Both goalies really being the keystone of their teams right now.
Jones picking that puck up once again. Smooth skater in Jordan. Jordan back to Richard. Richard, penalty over. Rushford comes back on the ice. 1:05 left to go here in the first period. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, Jacob Henson here for PackTV, bringing you into the pack. 1 minute now officially. Sam Banashevitz has a chance to make something happen. Not a lot of time left. Banashevitz with the power move. To the front of the net, no one there to tap it home. Try to get that one to Hudson. Hudson couldn't quite get it. And now playing series. There goes Jesse Aney. Jesse Aney lurks to the outside, to the middle, just off a pad. Aney once again finds a man in the slot, sends it through the doorstep just wide. Sam Banashevitz will collect that puck and backhand that one out of civilization. And a huge save once again by Josh Cannon again. And he smothers that puck with 29.3 seconds left to go in the first period. Logan, it's been a lot of back and forth.
Very. A lot of back and forth here in the early going. A lot of time spent in the neutral zone. These two teams just trading blows, trying to get their shots.
I think both teams are pretty content with how this period's gone so far.
Cam Mazakowski will decide to maintain that puck back in possession in his own end. Will not make any plays off that one, spinning it too far ahead. State decides to take a more methodical approach to the breakout. Back in, no one can see it. There's Cam Mazakowski. Mazakowski from downtown. And a huge save once again. Tipped out in front there by Johnson. No luck there. Back in front of the net, through the doorstep of Hardman. He lost sight of that one. Time trickles down. 3, 2, 1, and that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. That ends the period here at the PNC Arena. 1-0 NC State leads. Let's get some quick thoughts here, guys. Logan.
Just a really strong performance from both teams. The score shows 1-0 in favor of the Ice Pack, but really it's a very even game. Both teams getting plenty of shots. Ice Pack just being fortunate enough to get one conversion.
Now, Jacob, UNC down by 1. What do they got to do here?
It's a very interesting question. I think they've been doing a lot of the right things, especially towards the middle of the period when they were getting down onto the offensive side pretty regularly. I think it might be one of those things where if they just work on getting better shots when the opportunity presents themselves, if they can start converting them, it might just start going their way.
1-0 here. NC State leads. We're going to take a break and come back with some first period analysis right here on PackTV. It's been a wild one here at the PNC Arena. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, and Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Wild is what we want to describe it, but it's been pretty quiet so far besides that early goal right there. What we thought was Alex Robinson, but they gave the goal to Riley Johnson, assisted by Devin Halko. Logan, from the state end, was this carrying momentum at all from the Wake Forest game, or was this a little bit of a setback in terms of energy?
Looked like a little bit of a setback on energy. It looked a little lethargic at times, but they tried to get out on the fast break. Wonderful transition defense out of the Tar Heels all game so far. I'm going to see if that continues in the second period, but right now, State has got to get out onto a faster fast break in transition.
UNC so far hasn't done anything that bad in their own end. What have you saw from them and them being down by 1? It's not a huge lead to come back from.
I think we've seen a bit of a role reversal from what we talked about in the pregame. I think we've seen NC State being the one that's getting these occasional break opportunities that's not quite been falling for them. UNC, like he had mentioned, has played some pretty strong transition defense, and I think that UNC needs to be more wary of the breakaway, because that is where the one goal came from, and they've had a couple other scary opportunities that way. As far as getting out on the offensive foot, I think they've been stringing together some good passes. It's just going to be an issue of getting that last one and getting a good shot off from it.
UNC has let in a few breakaways right there. Laith Jadala got in a few towards the end of that period, and of course, Riley Johnson, Alex Robinson, whoever scored that goal will be getting that one for sure. But the fans have trickled in, and this is an outstanding showing here. Tons of supporters here from both teams, but the biggest thing is UNC supporters are here. Now, you would think they'd be at home doing homework or whatever UNC students do here. We don't know what they do. But the biggest thing is, what does it mean to have supporters from both teams here to make it a true rivalry?
It shows the importance of just how much this game means to both sides, and having fans from both teams shows really how important and how much this game has grown over the 5 sessions that they've had against each other. So if this game can continue to grow like it has, I think we're going to see even more fans in the future, and that's an exciting prospect for both teams.
Jacob Henson so far, what do you think of Harding's play? What do you think of their goaltender's play?
I think he's done very admirably. I think the one goal that they let in really wasn't anything that he could have helped with. He hasn't had too many very dangerous shots to face, but the ones he has, he's done very well on. I think he's definitely putting up the performance that I felt like he might need to do for UNC to have a chance.
And likewise, Logan, what do you thought of Josh Cannon?
Josh Cannon has just done a wonderful job. Again, really deflecting anything that comes his way. He had that really great, fantastic glove save there in the middle of the first period. I expect to see a lot more out of him, but UNC's putting up a good fight right now, so he's going to have to prove himself even more in the second and third periods.
The second and third period are coming up right here on PackTV. We're going to take a quick break and come back with an intermission guest right here. Welcome back to the PNC Arena. Zach Sawai here for PackTV with a special guest tonight in Joey Hall. Joey, thank you for joining us tonight.
No problem. I'm glad to be here.
So it's been a good game so far. You're taking a seat tonight to allow Jess Tart to back up Josh Cannon tonight. But for the most part, what have you liked from your team so far?
Well, there's a lot of good puck movement, some good goal-scoring opportunities. I think if we hit the net a little bit more and capitalize on those opportunities, we'll get ahead more in this game.
And you've kind of been on the inside scoop here on practices and things like that. Leading up to this game, what have you talked about with Coach Gazzillo and with the rest of the team heading into this one?
Well, the main thing for tonight was to not let the fans get in our head. Last game here, we had a kind of a slow start. We know we're a better team than them, and if we capitalize on opportunities, we can win. Just come out strong is the main message getting reeled across here tonight.
Tyler Offensive, of course, getting the first-line promotion tonight. Nikita Anastrato still out with flu-like symptoms. What are you liking from Tyler so far tonight? He's been working hard all year for this.
Yeah, Alfie's been having a great game so far. He's really holding that line well together. It's not easy to go on a line with Sam and Lath and just trying to meld with their energy, but he's been doing a good job of keeping it all together, for sure, yeah.
And especially getting into a goaltender's head. It's good that we have you here today. What did you like from Josh's game so far today?
He's definitely looked level-headed. I know from experience, it's hard coming into this game. Keep your energy together, keep your body together. But he's doing a good job covering the puck. That's really important. He looks like he's in the zone. He's focused on the puck well. That's really what comes down to it.
And this is the last game of the semester for you guys before heading into the Christmas break. Whatever you guys are going to eat over break, make sure it's not too fatty or anything like that. But after the break, you have a few games against Virginia Tech and really getting into the season next semester. What is going to be the message for the team going into break?
It's nice to be undefeated now. It's nice to have a high ranking now, and now it's just everything to lose. You gotta keep that ranking high. You gotta keep it undefeated. Virginia Tech. We all know that there's no better team we're gonna play than us. As long as we play to our level, and there's any team we can beat. Doesn't matter if it's Virginia Tech, Virginia, Wake. Doesn't matter who. We'll come out and kick their butts if we can play our hardest.
It's always a pleasure, Joey. Thank you for joining us here. We're gonna take another break here on PackTV. We'll be back with Puck Drop for the second period right here on PackTV.
And Mazakowski throws down Rice, another hit, and again, it looks like
because look at all that silk that he has right now. Unbelievable stick handling, and he scored.
Kenny took that one.
goes Sargent on the breakaway. Sargent, huge pad save by Joey Hall.
Jimenez gets it to Banashevitz. Here he comes, and he jukes and he scores. Sam Banashevitz finally gets one.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Backyard Brawl installment number 5. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Alec Hardman still in the net for the UNC Tar Heels. Will be coming on leading his team for the second period. We talked a little bit about his performance in the intermission report. In case anyone had to go to a bathroom break, let's talk about it a little bit again. He's really stood a lot of quality tests tonight. A lot of good NC State entering the zone, getting good shots. What can you say about him?
He hasn't had to face too much in the way of an absolutely ridiculous shot, but he has done very well with what he's had put up against him. I think he's doing what he needs to do for UNC to have a chance in this game for sure.
And especially likewise, Josh Cannon has been giving his team a chance to win. We talked to Joey Hall about this during the break. Again, huge shout out to him coming out and joining us here. Was sitting with some friends and family in the stands for this one. Turns out he was actually out with a lower body injury the weekend of the road trip, so that's why he decided not to play. Josh got in some games up there, as per Coach Gazzillo. Joey's fine now, practicing with the team. Was talking to me a little bit before that.
No, it's wonderful that they have so many goalies that they can count on and trust. They've done a great job, all of them so far this season. Again, you can't complain when you're undefeated, but every goalie that's stepped in so far has really stepped it up. Referees take the ice again, warming up, making sure they can keep pace with this quick game. Shots coming from all angles very quickly.
Fans now arrive back in the stadium here between the UNC Tar Heels and the North Carolina State Ice Pack. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson here, waiting for the Ice Pack to come back on the ice. From North Carolina State, NC State as most fans call it. It's going to be an exciting match for sure. Start of the second period. I mean, there's not much more left to be said before this one. The first period was a lot of back and forth, but State did come out jumping. They did get that first goal in the first 10 minutes. Do we see them doing that again?
I see them really trying to. Again, you never know what UNC is going to throw at them. Their transition defense, especially for both teams really, has been exceptional all game. But if the Ice Pack can figure out that transition defense of the Tar Heels, they could really break this game wide open, and vice versa.
Teams now come back on. I've kind of looked at some of these jerseys for the longest time, and Joey Hall does wear a patch on his sweater. I believe the teams did end up putting something on their jerseys from the Stephen Russell Memorial Tournament from a few years ago. Some of the players have them, some of them don't. And I'm not entirely sure what exactly it is. But once we had Coach Tim Healy come up during the second period, we will verify that. I've always thought that to be an interesting addition to the list of things you can talk about NC State's jerseys. Yes. And a home showing for UNC, and there's a lot of booing going on right now.
More UNC fans definitely have shown up, but Ice Pack still dominates the crowd right now, and you can hear it.
Got about a 3-row large away section, but they have managed to make some noise and get the rest of the crowd involved going back at them.
That student section has been very wild all game, showing their support for their Tar Heels. Even a makeshift sign out of some cardboard from one of them.
Whoa, 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 Wolf Pack. Is that how you say it? I mean, I haven't been to a football game yet this year, so I know that's what Barstool loves to do. And look at that sign right there down at the other end. As most NC State students know, the famous Sushi 9 restaurant on Western Boulevard burned down, and no one really knew why. And fans in the audience are saying that Coach Roy Williams did it. That is a hilarious sign. But anyway, back to the action. Cam Mazikowski back to the neutral zone with a quick shot. Hardman with a quick save, and he hangs on. Sushi 9, of course, is a great restaurant. Really cheap sushi. If you can go there to get some quick grub, we recommend it here at PackTV. You heard it here. I sponsored it.
The new one opened up so close to my apartment. It's been dangerous.
Dining on a budget. Boy, do college kids know it. Sam Benishevitz hangs onto that one, and it's chipped right into the glove of Hardman. And Logan, we were here for the last backyard brawl.
Yeah.
Hardman is seeming a little bit more calmer in the net than Bacolia.
Yes. Bacolia struggled at times, especially after that first goal from State. He really just let everything go after that. Hardman has done a fantastic job of staying composed after that early goal. And we're going to see if that changes throughout the course of this game.
Banishevitz to Jadala. Jadala now back out. Makes a drop pass to Banishevitz, intercepted well by Jones. Ricky Chen tried to forecheck that puck, but Mazikowski sent that one ahead. Alfanzetti with speed. There he goes with Jadala. Jadala to the front of the net, and a huge save by Hardman. Hardman stands tall once again for UNC, has bailed them out plenty of times.
Again, that transition defense unable to get back to stop the Ice Pack. Again, giving them opportunities.
Back into his own end. Pat Kramer lost that one to Tyler Alfanzetti. Sam Banishevitz almost had possession of that puck, and he lost that one. Banishevitz feathers it to the open man with a quick shot. Johnson can't quite get it off with his backhand, and a good save once again by Hardman.
NC State coming out firing to start the second period.
Definitely the fact that, it's interesting you brought that up, Jacob, considering the fact that State has this whole energy factor here. This is their second game in 4 days. They're getting off to both jumps in both periods here, Logan.
Yes, they're very aggressive out of the gate both times, starting in the first period and starting in the second period as well. They slow down a little bit because of this quick start, but I expect to see a lot more going forward.
Robinson, no points on the night apparently. We still believe he got that goal, but we may look at the replay later and determine that it was not indeed him. Riley Johnson hanging on to that one. Creates some space, weaves through. Needle and thread on that play. Parker Cesarek tries to make a chip pass, intercepted well. That was Beeson. Around the back there, Cesarek. Robinson lurking, makes the pass to Mura with a shot, and a big save by Hardman. Johnson bodies down a man, no call on that one. UNC players were a little bit confused. There's Robinson in the back end. Robinson now swerving, puts a pivot on his skate. There goes Cesarek. Cesarek with a quick pass to the front of the net, just through the doorstep. Mura again fans on the shot, and they get out. There goes Jennifer and Beeson, a 2-on-1. Jennifer over. Great play by Ian O'Rourke.
O'Rourke, one of the leaders on this team, with a great job in transition there, not allowing Jennifer to get anything.
It's very hard to determine what shooters are going to do on 2-on-1 plays. Ian O'Rourke made the correct decision on that one, and an amazing play on that one. Ian O'Rourke back in his own end will decide to feather that one up past Weiland. Puck will go back in. Will not be waved down on an icing, as Cesarek did get to it back in the front. Great forechecking by Trevor Merchant. Drugan still hanging on to it. Back again, Richard lost that one. Back again, went off the body of Merchant once again. And sent back. Mira chips it ahead, feathers it along the boards. A little bit of a spring pass from Eric Todd. Eric Todd now doing a lot of the social media work for NC State Hockey's Twitter account, and a lot of the graphics that you may see on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever people use nowadays for social media. Puck sent again. Once again, there's Mira. Mira sends that one ahead. Eric Todd in a foot race will not beat out Richard. Decides to chip that one off the boards back into the neutral zone. Back and forth action once again.
Yeah, apart from NC State really shooting right out of the gate, it started to settle back into a very back and forth, a lot of time in center ice this last couple minutes for sure.
Again, this transition of both teams really strong, but if either team can figure out a way to get anything going, could see a lot more happening here.
Mura with a good decision, misses the pass there to Trevor Merchant. Davis Hudson trying to find a man to do a D-to-D pass, but Mura went off for a quick line change. Now comes on Devin Halko. So we'd imagine to see next Davis Hudson, who is in fact on the ice. Davis Hudson now in a battle in the corner. Looks like in that corner there was Jordan. Jordan with the spring pass with good speed. There goes Stanley. Stanley can't quite get to it. Stanley in a battle with Bogjash. Lost that puck on that one. Ricky Chen sent that one ahead. There's Hudson. Hudson at the point. Once again, there goes Stanley. Stanley with a backhand pass to Costigan, who was lurking in the slot and couldn't fire home the cheese. And there they go once again, Ricky Chen with great speed. Jersey flying everywhere. Josh Cannon, as we say often, it's fruit season, and they're always cherry picking. Hangs onto that one with the glove.
Just a wonderful job by Cannon. Knows where the puck is, knows where it's going, and just makes a fantastic save right there. Routine almost for him at that point.
Yeah, and for what a good wrister it really was. That was a very solid save.
Face-off's waiting to happen. I'm in awe, Logan. There's been one penalty this entire game. What is going on? Oliveira sent that puck behind the net. Somebody was working in the slot. That was Beeson. Beeson with a chance to shoot that one home. Couldn't get anything done about that. Puck sent back out Oliveira. Oliveira and his defensive partner in Bogdash. Coach changed it up a little bit. Seems like it back is Justin Megan. Megan wearing an A for his team. Captain core is very strong for UNC. We'll talk a little bit about that heading into the rest of this period. Behind the boards, everyone lost eyes on that one. Vedetta gets shoved down. A little bit of a starfish move right there. I mean, it's that time of year to start doing snow angels.
Looks like he's just getting a little bit of preparation out there on the ice for once the snow finally starts falling.
Once again, the music taste of everyone in the PNC Arena just surprises me. There's the replay. Alex Vedetta really getting in his groove for this one. But overall, UNC has been really applying the pressure. State has had a little bit of a fallback.
Yeah, I think after we saw NC State really get off to that hot start, they have sort of slowed back down and let UNC get back into it this period.
UNC doing a great job of getting back into it, making sure this one doesn't get away from them. Their defense, the reason that State hasn't really come away with this one. They're getting the opportunities, but none of the shots to go.
And a 3-on-1 ensues. Alpenzetti with a shot, and it goes just wide. Have Banashevitz on the other side with Ellis Rushford lurking behind him in an attack triangle formation. And now a 3-on-1 the other way. And now Ian O'Rourke comes on the ice. Good speed right there by Jesse Aney with the good zone entry. Jadala sends it just wide. Can't quite get on that one. Tyler Alpenzetti works his way through the zone, creates space. Alpenzetti to the front of the net, and it looks like a penalty will be drawn.
Looks like saw a little bit of a hook there as he's coming in.
Do we see a penalty shot here?
Certainly an option. Looks like the referees might need to discuss it.
It'll be just a regular hooking call.
Gotcha.
I thought in my stance that was a clear breakaway, but I don't know what you guys saw here.
I saw the same thing you did. It looked like he had an opportunity, but the hooking really prevented it. Referees are going to call what they see, though.
They probably just want to prevent on that sort of a, it could have been a 50-50 kind of call, and they don't want to be giving away a goal like that in these situations where there is at least a little bit of an argument.
Parker Cesarek, Wiley Johnson, looks like Alex Robinson. Second power play unit for head coach Mike Gazzillo, who is 4-0 in these backyard brawl games. Special teams as of late have been very, very strong.
Now it's interesting, and NC State's penalty kill in the first period, they weren't afraid to get forward and start attacking. It'll be interesting to see if UNC keeps that philosophy as well, or if they try to go for more of a traditional sitting back on this penalty kill.
Robinson with a great shot, a great save there by Hardman, and a good clear by Jones. D pass, Eric Muir hangs on to that one, sent back over all the way to Robinson. Robo as the team calls him. Robo through the middle. Work at the point, D pass to Eric Muir, just went over his stick. And there's Riley Johnson. Riley Superman Johnson has 18 on the year, tied for the team lead. Johnson now around a man to the front of the slot with a shot once again, and a huge save by Hardman. And now Johnson has it once again. Back in his own end, there's Cesarek. Cesarek back to Mira. Cesarek once again will hang on to it. Cesarek out to Johnson. Johnson lost that one. Cesarek lurking once again. Sends that one back to Cesarek. Cesarek back up to Mira. O'Rourke still waiting at the top of the slot, looking to fire that one down Main Street. Bodied into the corner was Cesarek. Looks like his head will be okay after that one. Riley Johnson swerving over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke with a quick wrister and a good glove save once again by Hardman. Robinson with a few quick throw drag moves. Good job by him. Mira, a little bit of miscommunication on that pass. Springs on a breakaway, and there they go. Pat Kramer on the breakaway and hooked down. And will they call a penalty shot? No, they won't. State will lose their first power play of the game and go on a 4-on-4 action, and that'll bleed into their second penalty kill of the night. What happened there?
Well, it was just a bad D-to-D pass at in the offensive end that sort of let him open on that breakaway. Come down, and that might have been a little bit of a makeup call from the referee. I'm not sure either way, per se.
Looked like an open pass foul to me, but again, referees doing what they can. Looks like
players aligning the isolate here. Laith Jadala, Cam Mazakowski, Ellis Rushford, and Sam Banishevitz back on for the team's first 4-on-4 unit right here. UNC awaiting back at the point. Looks like Jordan's back at the point there. Ricky Chen is there. Sam Banishevitz wanted to chip that one ahead, and he will. And a 2-on-1 ensues, and there they go. Sam Banishevitz couldn't get the pass over to Jadala. A great breakup right there by Bogdash. And another call is made. Well, net came.
It was a stop for the loose net, I think.
I saw the goaltender come to the bench right there. It was only fair to figure that one out, but they're going to decide what happened there. But it looks like it was just a stop play for the net. 11:58 left to go here. Players still waiting for something to happen.
Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly.
Another guy in the box for UNC. We're going to make sure what happened after that one. One guy gets on.
Number 21, John Beeson, 2 minutes and 40.
Beeson sits for boarding on that play. Sam Banishevitz with the power move behind the net with the wraparound chance and a huge save by Hardman. Puck is clear back out. That'll be icing. Mazakowski couldn't win that foot race. Gonna wait to see if there's a replay on that call. We did see the net come off the mooring, so we weren't sure what happened after that one.
Yeah. Hardman doing a good job on defense, really just deterring this offense, honestly. Have to wonder if that's getting in their minds at all.
Rushford with a D-to-D pass over to Mazakowski. A 2-on-1 again, Banishevitz and Jadala. Banishevitz with the shot goes just high. One of the most powerful wrist shots you will ever see in the ACCHL belongs to Sam Banishevitz in his final year. Bit of a trip out by Mazakowski, no call. Banishevitz and Jadala again. Just high. Jadala now behind the net, coming off a 5-goal performance in Wake Forest. Against Wake Forest, rather. Sam Banishevitz back up to the point. There's Mazakowski. Loses control of that once again. Richard got tripped up. Again, no call.
Ref's very content to let them play this one out.
Indeed, on that one, the last game that was played here was penalty filled. It's good to see a good hockey game being played out here. And Bullock now comes to the end. Bullock again goes just wide. A good save. I believe Cannon got a piece of that.
Cannon just deflecting that with his leg. Great job just kicking it out there and making sure that that one doesn't go in.
As Joey Hall said in the intermission report, very level-headed right now and a good job, a calm performance by him. Puck is cleared back in. Cannon just grabs onto that one. He wanted that one.
Easy grab there for him. Something we've come to expect from Cannon. Looking very good in that first 1.5 periods as we're about halfway through the second one here.
Davis Hudson, Stephen Halko now come on for the Ice Pack. 10:29 left to go here. 1-0 State leads. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Big shout out to our crew as well for making sure that all of this goes smoothly. We would not be able to do what we're doing without their help. Parker Cesarek now goes into the boards. Battling. Robinson with a shot goes through the doorstep. Mura back out, stayed on the power play. Cesarek now back out, intercepted well. That was Kramer. Kramer will clear that one back out, and Cannon will coddle that one back in his own end. Looking for a breakout option. Hudson decides to make a quick pass there to Robinson. Robinson with a good juke move. Works through a few players, even strength once again. Riley Johnson decides to make a little bit of a cross play move. Can't quite get it, loses it. A little bit too much finesse on that stick. Jennifer now sends it up with good speed. Ref takes a little bit of a slip. Banana peel on the ice.
Wonderful job again by Cannon, just deterring everything that comes his way. Really a skill that we've seen out of a lot of these ice pack goaltenders. They do a wonderful job with the glove hand, just really deflecting and taking things away, just grabbing it out of the air.
Again, puck was sent just wide. Eric Todd to try to get his handle on that one. At the point once again, shot blocked out in front by his own man. And there they go. Eric Todd springs it ahead with Trevor Merchant. Merchant floats that one ahead off the glove of Hardman. Hardman cannot hang on to that one. Bounces over the net. And now it goes back the other way. Weiland now works through the zone. Weiland having a relatively quiet season thus far. Held on at the point. Now hang on, there's Eric Todd. Eric Todd flings that one back ahead. Weiland has 1 assist through 12 games this year. Much of their production has come from the first few offensive units. They're looking for the rest of their lines to make something happen. Reality check coming to them after they lost 5-3 to Duke just a few short weekends ago, losing 6-1 to Elon just last week. Been a little bit rough for UNC as of late with 3 wins on the year. They want their 4th, but they were winless in 4 games. And he scores! What a job right there!
Absolutely out of nowhere on that one.
Owen Drugan once again, amazing goal. 2-0, NC State takes the lead.
Drugan shot that one almost from the halfway point of the ice. Really didn't expect that one to go in, really just a heat check. Trying to see if he could make it and just converting.
I was about half asleep on that one.
An amazing shot by Drugan, that's his first of his career. An amazing shot by Drugan from the top of the NC State offensive zone. There's not much more to say on that, but we're going to check on assists as soon as we can. That's one to write home about. Coming through once again. Kramer trying to make the same shot. Not enough muster on that one. There's Wade Minter with the announcement. Halko will get the assist on that one. That's his 3rd assist of the year.
2nd tonight, actually.
So that'll be his 4th assist of the year. Bada bing, bada boom. Eric Muir will now hang on to that one back in his own end. With a quick shot, tipped high. Just went wide of Josh Cannon. Around the boards as they work at it. Back to the front of the net. A good save with the rebound. Josh Cannon hangs on. Sent just wide.
Cannon using his positioning really well. Hardman struggled on that long shot from Owen Drugan. Drugan just slipped it right past him. Not much he really could have done about that one, but his positioning was off, and Drugan took full advantage of it.
Off the draw, Costigan lost on that one. Eric Mira tried to find that one, but it was lost in his skates. Puck is sent flying ahead. There goes Costigan flying ahead with Stanley. There they go. Costigan with the quick ripper just wide. Chance for the rebound. Vedetta lost it. That would have been his 4th of the year for Vedetta. But he ended up losing that one. And puck is sent behind the net. Hardman will play it. Once again, State scored their 2nd goal around the same time in the period as the first period. Looks like UNC is breaking down in the middle of the period there, Jacob. Now the puck is sent flying back ahead. There goes Jesse Aney. Jesse Aney through the slides. To the sides once again. Aney misses that one. With a back pass. Shot rather, and a good save once again by Josh Cannon. And he will hang on.
Good opportunity by Aney, making the most. She really did a wonderful job of getting that shot off. But again, Cannon just knows where to be almost every single time.
7:11 left to go here in the 2nd period. Players most likely thinking about what they're going to be having for dinner. It'll be a late dinner for them. Puck out in front. Ricky Chen fanned on a shot. Sam Banashevitz will take that one away. Jennifer will spring a man ahead in Jordan. Jordan decides to body down Mazakowski, throttles him to the ice. Not easy knocking down a big man like that. Back in the corner. A good battle ensues with Alfonsetti. Mazakowski tried to make a chip pass to keep that puck in the zone and couldn't quite do it. Ellis Rushford will go back in his own end. A little bit of a miscue. Rusher ran into Mazakowski. Mazakowski lays down a body. Hanging in at the top. To the front of the net. They score! It's team captain Andrew Jordan. 2-1 NC State with the lead.
Jordan just did a spectacular job of getting to the front of the net right there. Putting that one in. Cannon was caught off guard and just didn't react in time to save that one.
That'll be Jordan's 5th of the year.
A much needed goal for UNC there. Not only were they kind of shaken after the second one, but now this lets them get back into just a 1-goal differential, and maybe they'll be able to come out a little bit stronger after that now and see if they can keep this newfound momentum going.
That just hit the side of his glove too. That was not a good situation. But nonetheless, the Brass Bonanza plays here at the PNC Arena. Former goal horn of the Hartford Railers. And of course, if you didn't know, the Carolina Hurricanes are bringing back the Hartford Whalers for a couple nights this year, wearing their jerseys on Christmas Eve on the 23rd. Riley Johnson through the middle. They want to get this goal back. Now this game is something else.
UNC looks empowered by that last goal.
Richard will get the assist on that one. Looks like that'll be Richard's. Couldn't quite pull up his stat numbers right there, but we'll get that soon. His 4th assist of the year. Robinson with a shot, held on well by Hardman. Rattled early with a few quick goals. Hardman seems to be doing quite well here, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened on that goal from the halfway line, but he's managing to come back from it. It looks like that was a good snag right there, and he's going to need to try to keep up on that level he was in the first period if they want to try to claw back into this.
Riley Johnson back to Halko. Halko body down in front by Robinson. With the rebound goes just wide. Parker Cesarek was in front to tap it home, but the biscuit did not want to go in the basket. Now the puck was handled inappropriately there by Richard. Puck is sent flying back out. There's Hudson. Hudson body down once again in front. That was Mason Reagan. Richard around the boards to Adamson, taken away by Hudson. Hudson back, lost that one. Jesse Aney recollects that and backhands that puck back out. Halko with a good chip back out to Cesarek. Cesarek wearing number 25, worn famously by Luis Jimenez. A 2-on-1. There's Robinson with a juke move, a great save. Robinson with the rebound. What a save! Alec Hardman, absolute larceny. And he keeps the deficit at 1 for UNC.
Good opportunity there for the Ice Pack. Hardman just taking it away.
Ice Pack have really missed out on a few opportunities they've had so far to extend this lead, both now and before the last UNC goal.
I think we were talking about this last time, Logan. Cale Meyer was one of the best goaltenders that we've seen on paper.
Yes.
This was one of the not as good goaltenders on paper, but this has been their best challenge so far in goaltending.
He's got a 1-5 record. Not something you want out of your goalkeeper, but he's done a fantastic job here tonight.
Trevor Merchant almost had possession of that and it's taken away. And there they go once again. Drugan with the good pass to Merchant. Drugan has a goal tonight. Sent just wide. Merchant couldn't quite get the shot off. Hardman will swallow that one whole. 4:43 left to go here. Talk a little bit about the Governor's Cup so far. We're not sure yet if Governor Cooper will hand out the puck towards the end of the game, or the trophy rather. Nonetheless, Sam Benishevitz wants to make sure he walks away with the cup in this one. But it's a packed crowd tonight. A lot more UNC people than usual. But there's still a good showing of state support. Merchant with a good shot off the blocker of Hardman. O'Rourke, there was a banana peel on the ice, and there they go. Good speed up the sides. There goes Beeson with a shot. Josh Cannon once again with the pads. Makes a good save.
Cannon making up for O'Rourke's slip there. Could have been disastrous had things gone the other way. If UNC had capitalized a little bit better on that one.
Coach Healy may not be a fan of that play once he heads back to the bench. Coach Healy, of course, is in charge of special teams and defense for the most part. Sam Benishevitz tried to work his way around. I believe that was Weiland back there. Alfonsetti now with good speed, a 3-on-2. Alfonsetti with a quick shot. Hardman took a little bit of a slip in his own end. State had a good chance there. Jadala decides to fly that one back in. Sam Benishevitz. Back to Mazakowski. Benishevitz once again. Back to Jadala. Jadala to the front of the net. Nobody can get that one. Rushard still has it. Rushard again. Bomb! Scores! Leith Jadala! Unbelievable. 6 goals in 2 games. 3-1 1, NC State.
Jadala just capitalizing on a fantastic pass from Rushford to him right in the middle. Rushford found him in the open zone. He just slapped that one right in.
I was just about to make a comment about how NC State was really starting to take back over this game, and then they've got their reward for these last few minutes of really good offensive play.
Boy and boy, and we say it again, that dude can sell houses and that dude can score goals. That is Laith Jadala's 16th of the year. 3rd on the team, technically 2nd if you count Riley Johnson's tie for 1st on the team in goals. We're waiting for the assist on that one. Robinson with a good power move. Again, at the corner of the net, Riley Johnson still has that one. State is coming back alive. Mazikowski from downtown and a great save by Hardman.
I have to wonder if Hardman's starting to get a little rattled here from this constant barrage from the ice pack.
Definitely needs to get a little bit of help from his defense here and try to get the ball, puck back out on the other side.
Alice Rushford with the assist on that play. An amazing pass for a Jadala one-timer out in the slot. Cesarek once again makes a drop pass, intercepted by Jones. Now it's taken back out. Jesse Aney with a little bit of a misfire. Lost control of her Nita while she was threading some yarn. Now taken back through Robinson, trying to make a drop pass, and he gets back out. Robinson couldn't quite get a shot. Robinson controls it once again, a shot. A good save by Hardman and a rebound. Swallowed whole. State will go back on the power play on a hooking call.
Hardman had good positioning there, was ready for what Robinson had. Robinson just unable to slip that one past despite the opportunity.
Getting a little bit tired here at the end of the 2nd period. Do you think that energy is leading to costly penalties?
I think we're definitely, either way, starting to see some seams in this UNC defense where they had been playing really tight and surprisingly good for how good this NC State offense has been. These last few minutes have been questionable at best.
Alfanzete with the draw when O'Rourke contains it. O'Rourke tries to make a pass over to Banishevitz, flies that one over. Makes a saucer pass. Sam Banishevitz with the pass. Jadala, there was a banana peel. Jadala almost had that one. Was trying to put a little bit of jelly on his biscuits. Sam Banishevitz back to Eric Mira. Banishevitz back up to Jadala. Jadala, just some back and forth once again. They're good at that. Eric Mira. There's O'Rourke. O'Rourke lurking at the corner. O'Rourke looking for his 2nd of the year. Jadala once again. Jadala back to O'Rourke. They need to get a shot off. Jadala over to Banishevitz, and it hops right over his stick. Pogo sticks right over. Eric Mira almost lost that one, and he did. Jennifer will clear that one out. Ian O'Rourke will head it back. Rough start to the power play there, Logan.
Never want to see that at the start of your power play, but they still have time to make something happen here. Again, they've been aggressive trying to make something happen.
Banishevitz to the back of the net, back out in front. Puck is lost, and they stop play. But like you were saying about the lackadaisical start to this power play.
Just really something that they want to tighten down a little bit. They haven't been able to convert on many of their power plays right now. But not much you can really do against Hardman. Hardman trying to lock it down, letting up 2 goals in this 2nd period right now.
Cesarek, Johnson, and Robinson, the 2nd power play unit. Interesting to see Parker Cesarek taking face-off draws for the team. There goes Robinson. Robinson with a pass over to Johnson. Johnson decides while they can maintain the puck to just trip over a guy. Good for him. Cesarek, a little bit of a miscue on the play. They got a guy behind the net. Mazikowski now back at the point. There's Johnson. Johnson hangs on to it. Cross-ice pass to Rushford. Rushford with a bomb. Blocked out in front. A great play there by Ricky Chen. Robinson once again. There's Cesarek. Cesarek back out to the front. He scores! Parker Cesarek, fastest skater in the ACCHL. And boy, oh boy, does he get those fast goals to rile up the crowd. 4-1 NC State.
Great goal right there. Really got some help from the UNC defense, though, as he deflected that one right into the back of his own net. You know he's going to be regretting that one at the end of this game.
Absolutely an unfortunate situation for UNC there. They'd been defending the power play relatively well, but that just takes a horrendous deflection right into the corner.
Great job right there, scored by number 25, Parker Cesarek. An amazing job by him, deflected, top shelf past Alec Hardman. 4 goals now for NC State.
Exactly where he planned to put it.
Davis Hudson springs it ahead. Misses that stick of Drugan. Waiting once again for the assist. Parker Zarek, Cesarek. We're going to get the name right one day. I know Parker. We're fine with it. They're doing a running clock, wanting to get this period over with. Nope, they just stopped it. They're not going to add any time to that. Wade Minter, of course, announcing those goals. You know, Logan, I think this is the best part about this. I know this song, but I don't know the name for the longest time. And everyone tells me, you know, this is a good song, good pump up. What's the name of the song?
I believe the song is Power by Kanye West.
Yep, he's got it.
I'm not part of the cool kids, I swear.
Some old school Kanye.
Yes, old school Kanye. I mean, I miss the old Kanye, straight from the soul Kanye. Chop up the soul Kanye.
So you got that, but not, was it?
I'm a new Kanye fan. I'm a bandwagon person. Sent back up. Trevor Merchant almost had that one, but it was left back up at the blue line. 16 seconds left to go here in the first period. 4-1. Parker Cesarek increased the lead on the power play. A deflected goal right out in front. It wouldn't be defected because then the goal wouldn't have happened. It would have been a faulty goal. But the puck is sent through the slot, just wide, tipped out in front, lost it out, and the puck is sent back to the middle. 4-1, State takes the lead. What a period. There's a lot to go over with that one. Logan will be talking to Coach Healy after this one for sure. But to get your thoughts, first off, Logan, State came back and really had a more energized period, would you say?
Absolutely. They've done a fantastic job here, scoring 3 goals in the second period. They've got Hardman backpedaling. They're trying to catch him on his heels even more, and I think that if they continue doing what they have, they're going to see a lot more goals here.
And likewise, UNC took a little bit of their foot off the gas there, didn't they?
Yeah, this defense especially starting to crack a little bit, and then we haven't seen as much offensive production, especially over the back end of that second period. They're really going to have to come out of this intermission strong if they want to have any chance to come back into this.
4-1 here in the capital city after 2 periods. We'll be right back on PackTV here to talk some analysis, and of course Logan will be joined by Coach Healy right here on PackTV.
Welcome back to PackTV. This is Logan Ward, joined here by assistant coach Tim Healy. Coach, much better offense in the second period. What do you really think, what really led to that, and what can we expect to see going forward out of this offense?
I think there's 3 things. I think first, we took better care of the puck coming out of our own zone, which enabled us to get it out of our zone, get more attack zone time. And then once you get it deep and low, and you know, we have a great forechecking crew, and that creates puck luck. And you saw that on the 4th goal. You know, that was a puck luck goal, and that happens when you're working hard and you're outworking the team. And then finally, we picked the energy up from the first period too. I thought we definitely came out a little bit flat. And then Drugan's goal, you know, look, I was a goalie. I feel their attendees playing a great game. He's let 2 in that one was unlucky in Drugan's, but you know, you keep peppering up, you keep going, those happen.
Absolutely. Again, talking about that energy, fans showing out here in support of the Ice Pack here tonight. What does that really mean to you guys out here, especially in PNC?
Well, you know, you actually heard it on the bench at one point. It said, you know, hey, our fans are getting bored. Let's give them something to cheer about, boys. Let's go. And, you know, technically this is a Tar Heel home game too. So, and it doesn't feel that way, which is great.
Absolutely. And Coach, what can we really expect to see here going forward into this 3rd period?
Well, can I promise a Wake Forest 8 goals in the 3rd period? I'd love to, but I can't. You know, I got to give credit to UNC. They're playing well. Their goaler's playing great. I mean, he made a couple great saves down low. He's controlling rebounds well. But what I can promise you, if we bring the energy, we bring the work ethic that we did in the 2nd period, we'll have a good result.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Thank you. We'll be right back after this with analysis.
Everybody. My apologies for being an old soul. I don't know Kanye West, but I do know one thing for sure. NC State is taking this game by storm. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson. A lot to talk about in that period, a lot to go back, so we're going to start with some of the State goals in that period. Can't go without talking about Owen Drugan's amazing shot from the blue line. Walk us through what happened.
Really just an absolutely fantastic job on the transition play. Again, we talk about the importance of that, but he caught the defense off guard at the Tar Heels, really caught Hardman in a bad place and just converted on it. You know, he took that long shot. You're not always going to make those. It's actually a very low percentage, but when he caught him out of position, he really just converted on that one.
And even going forward, an even better shot there by Jadala in the slot. Was tangled up a little bit there in traffic, but still was able to fire it home past Hardman. Walk us through that one as well.
Well, the pass to Jadala from Rushford was absolutely fantastic. Rushford found him right there, open in the middle. He had his defender on his back. Defender was grabbing at him, trying to make sure he couldn't get that shot off, but Jadala just clapped that one in. Hardman, again, just the traffic seemed to muddy his vision. He couldn't get in front of that one. The Pack offense has started turning it up right now.
And as well, Parker Cesarek lit up the power play. Power play has been sort of a weaker area for State so far, but going into this, what did you see from Cesarek in that one?
Cesarek's pass was absolutely fantastic. He did a great job just converting on that. Again, Coach Healy called that the luck play right there. It really just was a lucky puck bounce. He got it off of the defender. The defender just ricocheted that one right into the back of his own net. But Cesarek deserves all the praise for that shot, which was a fantastic opportunity.
Now, team leadership is obviously very important here, and Andrew Jordan led the way with that goal for UNC. Talk about his goal, what exactly led to it, and what it means going forward.
It was really just a good, again, catching NC State sort of out. And it's been a while since that goal's happened now, and we're seeing this. There's this, it definitely energized UNC whenever it happened, but they weren't quite able to capitalize on that and keep it going. They let NC State push back into them and have taken away the little bit of energy they could have had from that. And we've seen NC State come back really strong since then.
Leadership is going to be important here. What are the things that captain's going to be saying in the locker room? This is the third period. Anything can happen here. As you saw in the last game, State scored 8 goals. So anything could happen. What's going to be what Sam Benishevitz is telling this team?
Well, he's going to be telling his team we got to buckle down, on defense especially. Their transition has been a little bad at times, but overall it's been a good game for them in transition. They need to settle that down and really just buckle down on defense. Keep this lead at where it's at right now, and if they are lucky, turn a couple of those defensive possessions into offensive scores.
Likewise, captains Andrew Jordan and Jesse Aney, what are they going to be saying in that UNC locker room?
I think they absolutely have to be stressing that this game is still in reach for UNC. And while it's a very precarious situation they found themselves in, because they do need to get forward and get out on the front foot and get some attack going, but they can't leave themselves vulnerable to how strong this NC State attack is.
And the attack is going to be back onto this third period. We're going to take a break here on PackTV. Be back for Puck Drop right here at the PNC Arena. Throws down Rice, another hit, and again, it looks like because look at all that silk that he has right now. Unbelievable stick handling, and he scored.
Kenny took that one.
Goes Sargent on the breakaway. Sargent, huge pad save by Joey Hall.
Jimenez gets it to Banishevitz. Here he comes, and he jukes and he scores. Sam Banishevitz finally gets one.
So I have been directed against my will to give a shout out to head coach Mike Gazzilla's New York Giants for winning 2 in a row. You know what? If that, I guess that's okay. Coach will get mad at me for that one, you know, a little while later, but shout out to him. He's a fan of a good team. My Panthers are losing almost, you know, every game. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Again, thank you for joining us here. About 1:35 left to go until puck drop for the third. Refs coming back out on the ice. Coach is now coming back on. Governor Cooper sadly was not able to join us tonight due to some unforeseen circumstances, but we'll see him soon enough, hopefully.
Absolutely.
But going into this period, guys, and we talked a little bit about this before going into the break, but what do these teams got to do to really bring forth that energy to finish off this game strong? NC State, of course, to extend their winning streak to 14 games, and UNC to snap a 4-game winless streak. Let's start with you, Logan.
I think really the Ice Packs just got to keep doing what they're doing, especially in that second period, scoring 3 goals against Hardman, who's had a fantastic game up until that point. They've really just got to keep this momentum going. They came in with the hot hand, defeating Wake Forest 10-0, and they're coming into this one, scoring 3 in that second period. You can't ask for much more.
And how do they beat Josh Cannon on the other end for UNC?
I think, sort of like I mentioned during the break, UNC needs to know that they can get back into this game, but they need to come out quick and need to come out just really fast and strong. If they get halfway through the period and they still haven't got anything back yet, it's going to be even tougher and looking like a real long shot at that point.
20 seconds left to go here. It's been a tough contest here so far, but this is going to be a huge one going forward here. This game does count for points in the Carolina East standings, so it's going to be big, whoever wins this game. Nonetheless, though, State is pretty much secured to be at the top of the division going forward here. The points are weird, and as a broadcaster, it's a personal fault of mine, knowing that it's difficult to understand this, because we have talked to the ACC in the past, and they haven't been exactly clear with how these points work. And every time we talk to Coach Gazzillo, it seems like the point system changes a little bit, but nonetheless, if they're winning all their games, I don't think there's anything to worry about there, Logan.
Absolutely not. You just pile up as many points as you can, but the Ice Pack have really just not faltered at all this season. If you go 14-0, you're making a statement, and they're going into this little bit of a break here, feeling very good about themselves going into this Thanksgiving and December break.
Before we went to air, we talked a little bit to ourselves about how this could be a real trip-up game for NC State, and they've managed to come out strong and avoid that up until this point. And who knows what it would have looked like if the score was reversed. It'd be real time to sweat for NC State a little bit.
Yeah. And as we have mentioned, this is the final game of the semester for NC State. UNC has 1 game left on the tank. State, of course, will be taking the break to study for finals. Hopefully. I don't know what hockey players do.
Well, you know Alfonsetti most certainly will be studying, maintaining that 4.0 GPA.
I want him to teach me a thing or two. Shout out to my teachers. At this point, students are doing anything they can to get that extra credit in their classes, Logan. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, most certainly. Know that I'm putting in all the extra work in those math subjects.
Waiting to take the draw, Tyler Alfonsetti is picking off against Andrew Jordan. And here we go. The start of the third period. State leads 4-1. One of the final backyard brawls of the year, second one this year so far, 5th in the installment. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Bringing you into the pack. Want to thank everyone for watching tonight. As always, do the best we can with what we got. We like to think we do a good job. I mean, I'm not sure though, because I didn't even know Kanye West. Now back in their own end, there's UNC. Jennifer lost a little bit on that one as Mazakowski tried to pressure him back into the boards. Intercepted well by Jadala, and Jadala skates all the way up with good pressure through the zone with a back pass to Banashevitz, and it goes just wide, flying past the net. And there they go once again, speeding up through the zone. There's Jennifer. Jennifer tried to get it over to Jones. Jones and Chen skate very similarly. 2 very fast players. Definitely dangerous to have a fast-skating defenseman.
Chapel Hill has not been able to really take advantage of how fast Jones and Chen can skate.
Owen Drugan setting a little bit of a tempo here. Everyone wants to recreate his goal. Everyone's shooting from the top of the slot so far. Parker Cesarek. Robinson bodies down a guy. Classic robo play there. And then throw down was Bullock threw down Robinson there. Power move. Beeson with a shot. Good save there by Cannon. He'll hang on. 18:31 left to go here. And really, no one has left this game so far. People are still trickling in, getting their beverages. For fans who are 21 and older, they're getting beers. Fans 21 and younger, they're getting sodas or water. You know, something not illegal. Hanging on to that one, UNC still controls it. Fans, now it's your chance to see that one. Bogdash and a huge save there by Josh Cannon. Fans, now it's your chance to see the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. Up to you to decide. Let's discuss some candidates here, guys. Concerning NC State, I got to give one to Josh Cannon and maybe even... I don't know. What do you think there, Logan?
I think you definitely have to think about Josh Cannon. He's done a great job here tonight, but also someone that you really wouldn't think about as much. Devin Halko has had a fantastic game with the 2 assists, really making things happen for his teammates and making this 4-1 lead
intercepted.
possible.
There's Riley Johnson back at the top of the blue line. Johnson now goes beside the circle. Johnson with a shot off the side of the net. It looked like it went in. Johnson once again back into the slot with a shot. I think that went through the pads of Hardman. Still, what a save. There's Mira. Mira sent back up. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to be on the lookout. Josh Cannon versus Devin Halko for the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. There goes Robinson. Robinson couldn't keep a stick on that one, lost control of that one, tried to do a little bit too much. Robinson back out to the front. Cesarek was trailing, couldn't quite get it, and UNC will hang back on. A great job there back in the corner by Bogdash. Robinson out with some speed. Again, shot blocked. Crashing back into the boards. Robinson, what a move to the front. Lost it. Cesarek still has it. Jesse Aney still trailing. Eric Mira now sends that one back in. And there goes Alex Robinson. Back out to the middle. No one there to shoot that one home. O'Rourke now with a good zone entry with some speed. O'Rourke with a shot just wide. Gets the rebound in. Hardman with a great save. Might have gone just high there. There's O'Rourke once again. Intercepted well by Bogdash. Kept in well by Eric Todd. Eric Todd has done pretty well in these backyard brawl games. Had an amazing goal in the last one. Ricky Chen just out of his reach and back into the NC State end. Once again, it's iced. A lot of back and forth there, Jacob.
Absolutely, and I think UNC hasn't put as much effort coming right out as I thought they would, or at least that they need to. They had a couple opportunities right there getting in this most recent area, but like they do need to push the tempo if they're going to get back into those.
Eric Todd, Owen Drugan, Trevor Merchant. New third line out there for the NC State Ice Pack. Nikita Anastratov has been absent from this game due to flu-like symptoms, but in all honesty, it's been a little bit unapparent that he's been missing with the great work of Tyler Alfanzetti. He's a big loss for sure, but he'll be back next semester in full swing for sure. Devin Halko, one of our candidates for the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. Doing an outstanding job at that. Eric Todd, beautiful move, kicks it ahead. It's a 2-on-1. Eric Todd with a move to Merchant, and he scores! It's Trevor Merchant, his third of the year, 5-1 NC State.
Wonderful job by Eric Todd, staying with the puck, making sure that he can find Trevor Merchant. Merchant converting wonderfully. Not much more you can say about that one, just a fantastic offensive possession.
Absolutely devastating if you're a UNC fan or player on this one. They have been close and in the game, but with that goal, that might be what starts to put it a little out of reach. There's still plenty of time to be sure, but that goal hurts.
Merchant again with that 4th goal on the season. Been a key member of this Ice Pack. Been doing the little things that really matter as well.
An amazing setup by Eric Todd. We're going to be talking about that one for some time. An unbelievable job by Eric Todd to really finagle that puck with his skates back in. I can't say enough about that play. That was the best hockey I have seen from Eric Todd in my career here at NC State. Davis Hudson now lost that one back in his own end.
Hudson, who also received credit on the assist there on the Merchant goal.
Puck flown back in. Lost that one with Stanley. Costigan, Vedetta, and Stanley now back out for the NC State Ice Pack. Vedetta looks to continue his torrid goal-scoring pace. Team likes to call it. Vedetta is good in these backyard brawl games. Had a goal in the last one. Wolfpack chance prominent. There's Richard. Richard, a great block there by Rushford. Again with the shot, chip just wide. Mazikowski swiping his stick right there to get that puck out, and he does so. Matt Koskinen will send that puck flying forward. Hardman looks really rattled here. 14:55 left to go here in the third period. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Puck is chipped back out in the neutral zone. Another breakdown there, Jacob. Puck is sent back flying through. There's Ricky Chen. Good speed back out to the middle. And he lost that one. There's a tripping call on that play. Costly penalties once again, Logan.
Giving up those opportunities off the penalties. They're going down again. Ice Pack again on the penalty kill. They've done a decent job all season, but you want to have everybody you can out on the ice, and when you are in those penalty situations, you can't do that.
Regardless of whether or not NC State's able to capitalize on this power play, like they haven't quite been able to in a while. We have to see what UNC can do with this. They need a goal bad, and let's see if they can get it on this power play.
Ellis Rusher tried to body man to the boards, lost it. Jordan back at the slot with a shot, just wide. Jordan was looking for his second of the night. There's Richard, now hanging on to it. I believe that's Beeson. Beeson still looking for an option. There's Richard. Richard at the top of the slot with the shot. Goes just wide of the net. Rusher will try to go for the clear. Alfonsetti lost that one, was trying to find the spring pass. And it goes just wide. Now back in their own end goes UNC. Tyler Alfanzetti tries to make something happen. Ellis Rushford, what a hip check! That one's going to be skyrocketing into Ice Pack players' minds for ages. That's what you get from a former U.S. Marine.
Rushford just with the terrifying hit, pinwheeling his opponent in midair.
What'd you say the other night, Logan? It was a crocodile death roll or something?
Not quite that this time around, but yeah.
Trevor Merchant almost had a chance to make something happen at the top of the slot. Lost that one. Doesn't matter. He has a goal tonight. Something he's going to be talking about for a while. I can guarantee that. Going into the Thanksgiving break. Not a lot to talk about with families, as most college kids know, but to say you've scored in a backyard brawl, that's something.
Always big. You know, everybody out here loves hockey, so this is definitely going to be a talking point at their Thanksgiving meals.
Halko with good pressure, but Jennifer decides to send that one back in. Halko clears that just over the stick of Bogdash. Sam Banashevich serving that penalty for the trip on Jesse Aney. No call. UNC fans did end up wanting one.
UNC does not want to see this opportunity fall away.
Big one for sure. UNC, if they don't step things up, will go winless in 5 games. Let's go Wolfpack, chance to rise as Sam Banashevich waits and leaves the box. A spring pass to Zarek tips it ahead to nullify the icing as it goes right into the body of Jennifer. Jennifer with some wheels around the boards and decides to springboard that back into the neutral zone. Dump and chase being played once again, a popular motive by coaches. Devin Halko lost that one, and the play is stopped.
Unsure of the call there.
We've had a lot of choices here for player of the game so far between Josh Cannon and a few other guys tonight.
Yes. Cannon and Halko have definitely been two of the most prevalent players out there, but really I think you could give it to most of the lineups out there for the Ice Pack.
And I think I'm going to do it here, Logan. I'm going to throw Trevor Merchant into the mix as well for the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. You know, at this point, that's his first goal in a long time. That's the only reason I say that. He's been doing a very good job, but as of right now, looks like the votes are standing at a pretty solid rate. Josh Cannon leading the votes. We want your votes to keep on coming in. Trevor Merchant doing a great job tonight as well.
7:39 in the third period. Tar Heels, Jennifer, 2 for tripping. 7:39.
Clark Jennifer heads off to the box. Here we go. Riley Johnson with some wheels. Lost that one, but he still is maintaining possession of the puck. A stick broke. There goes $200. There they go once again. O'Rourke back in the corner. O'Rourke in an unfamiliar spot for a defenseman. There's Mira. Mira cross-ice pass over to Robinson, and Robinson couldn't get a wheel on that one. Checking him down, well, I believe that's Megan. And that is Mira now back in the neutral zone. E&O work with a backhand pass to Robinson, who creates some space. Body down well there by Megan, back in his own end. The penalty kill stays strong after State got a power play goal in the second period from Parker Cesarek. E&O work once again with a drop pass over to Robinson, fanned on it, and Jordan now pressures the man. Jordan couldn't get it away. Pressured once again well by Kramer, and there's Mura. Parker Cesarek over to Robinson. Robinson enters the zone. Robinson to the front of the net, sends it high. What a chance there for Alex Robinson to make it a 6-1 lead.
Robo with the opportunity, just nothing doing there. Hardman has overall played a pretty decent game, really let things go in the second and third period so far, but his defense has been giving him not much help throughout the course of this one.
I think you can really only put the third and fifth goal on him himself. Otherwise, he's had just some unfortunate luck in that the one shot from center ice too.
Yeah. Puck is sent backhand. Mazikowski through traffic, and a good save there by Hardman. Trevor Merchant, that's late Jadala rather. Jadala to Banishevitz. Hits the blocker. Banishevitz goes headfirst into the boards. Nothing to do about that. Rusher with a bomb just wide. There's Mazikowski. Sam Banishevitz's multi-game goal streak broke, but his point streak still has continued for the 13 games that have been played. Has 18 goals and 18 assists in 13 games played. Sam Banishevitz back to the point. Mazikowski over to Ellis Rushford. There's Rushford once again, lost that one. Rushford to Mazikowski with a chip shot. Blocked out in front, an amazing hit there. Face off back in their own end. I do know this song, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I want to make sure. This is Flo Rida, right?
No comment.
I'm wrong once again, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the music industry is not for me. That's why they pay me the big bucks here at PackTV.
I'll tell you what, though, you certainly know when Lil Jon is on a track, as he lets it be known.
Yeah. Exactly. Eric Todd wins that one back. Davis Hudson chipped that one ahead. Penalty now over for UNC. 5-on-5 once again, even strength. 10-14 left to go here in the third period. Zach Salwaye, Logan Ward, and Jacob Henson here for PackTV. Clark Jennifer controls it with a shot. Massars! Andrew Jordan with his second of the night. But they're waving it off. I don't think they're going to check for video review. They might, but they're going to talk about a distinct kicking motion. Let's take a look at the replay. Jennifer with a good pass.
It's hard for me to see much of anything there.
Yeah. Wave that one off.
State got lucky on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
That has to hurt if you're a UNC player down there.
UNC players protesting the call.
Could we see a college hockey coach's challenge? You can't tell from that angle.
It's a tough angle. Can't really tell. Looks like Jordan's foot comes forward at the same time as his skate. Really unfortunate, but looks like they might actually start things up again right here as they beckon for the Ice Pack to come back out.
You can see it on the Chapel Hill players. They're just deflated they didn't get that goal.
Down 5-1, you have to imagine if they've got any fight left in them.
Puck sent just wide. Davis Hudson lost control of that. Looking for a chance to make something happen. There's Trevor Merchant. Merchant lost control and is sent flying ahead. There's Eric Todd. Eric Todd flanking him is Owen Drugan. Todd with the beautiful assist on Trevor Merchant's goal tonight. Could see more from him. Ricky Chen with some speed. There they go. On a breakaway to the juke move. Just out in front. Not much to do about that. A slashing call. Great speed out there by Jennifer heading that one in.
Good defense by the Ice Pack there. But fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly Potbelly Catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly.
Alfonsetti off the face-off draw, won that one, but the puck went back to UNC, and they're hanging on to it in the zone. Backhanded in well. I can say that's Jennifer. Alfonsetti with the interception, and there's Cesarek. Can he do it? Cesarek with the chance, save, rebound, scores! Parker Cesarek with his second of the night. 6-1 on the shorthanded goal.
Absolute dagger.
Great job by him of staying with it. Hardman with a fantastic save to start things off. But Sarek just winds up getting the rebound and putting it in the back of the net. Hardman made a great initial save, but just couldn't stay with it and keep Sarek from getting that second opportunity.
What a spring pass by Alfonsetti. That's why you want him on the first line there, Logan.
Absolutely.
Goalie change.
Oh my goodness, and they took out Hardman, ladies and gentlemen. They put in Gabe Haruso, who is 0-3 in the Backyard Brawl games. Hardman's night is over. I can't say he went to the locker room on that play, but definitely did end up taking a seat. Needs to go somewhere to let out his frustration for sure. That's a heartbreaker for him. Hardman. We might need a double check on that one there, Wade. We love you, but we're pretty sure that was Parker Cesarek. A shot from in front. Beeson with a good save there from Josh Cannon.
That would have been some consolation to get one back right there, but I think we may have seen the final nail in the coffin with that last goal.
Well, whoever scored it did a fantastic job.
We're going to go with that. Well, would you look at that? State now will be going on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. About halfway through the third period here. Fans are slowly trickling out, but they're staying to the bitter end.
This will be the last desperate chance here for UNC, I feel. If they can't get something on this 5-on-3, then I don't think they have very much of a hope of clawing back into this one.
Two state players in the penalty box at the moment.
Devin Halko and Ian O'Rourke booling, as the kids call it. There's John Beeson. Beeson back up to Jones at the point. Jones still hanging on to it. Beeson with a shot and a good save there by Josh Cannon.
I have to imagine the frustration is mounting for this UNC team.
Looks like Ricky Chen got in some extra words there.
Absolutely. A lot of frustration from that one goal getting called back. Questionable result. UNC absolutely disliked that one. Going to see if that one spills over a little bit. Only 8.5 minutes remaining here in this third period.
The UNC student section appears to be packing up and heading home now. I think they think this game's finally gone out of hand.
I mean, it is a long drive back to Chapel Hill. I mean, they have football to look for. Oh, wait, never mind. Savage. Puck is handled once again by UNC. There's Bogdash from the point. Back out to the front, and good play there by Cam Mazikowski. Cleared out well there by Eric Todd.
Basketball season can't come soon enough for them.
There goes Bullock once again. Bullock works his way through, back out to the middle. Kramer over to Bullock. Kramer once again trying to make something happen on the power play. Rusher will clear that one out. Another penalty call. NC State will go down another person. It'll still be a 5-on-3, but it's going to be an elongated one. Adamson on his skate. Mazikowski throws down, has some extra words. Nothing comes out of that. Fans wanted something.
As they tend to do.
I think Mazikowski knew he already had the penalty called on him, just decided to make the most of it. Get the most physical aggression out of that one that he could, as he and Rushford are all too accustomed to returning to that box over there.
Trying to get the fans a little bit of entertainment here in the death throes of this one.
Joey Hall walking over to the penalty box. There you can see it on the screen. Well, I mean, that was just his pants. Probably not the best view. Sam Banashevitz in the middle of the ice alongside. I believe that's Jones. talking about penalties. You got 3 guys in the box. When you say it's a brawl, it's a brawl. The goaltending change, what does this mean for UNC so far, Jacob?
I think they're just looking to get a different look out there now. Like we mentioned, I don't think this game has been Hardman's fault at all, but they clearly think something's wrong, and it might just be to see what this guy's got in him for the last period of the game.
Overpowering offense of the Ice Pack, really just dominating this game. As we've seen again, they average about 7 points per game on the year. They're about at that total right here tonight.
Trevor Merchant, Eric Muir, Davis Hudson allowing the penalty kill unit. Ricky Chen, Andrew Jordan, Richard Jones, and Beeson align the power play unit there for UNC.
Ooh.
That one hit the ref kind of high there. They may stop the game for the repairs for the refs.
On number 18, Cam Mazakowski, 2 minutes for slashing and 2 minutes for roughing. With penalties in 12-21 the third period.
Cam Mazakowski gets a double minor, but for 2 different penalties.
That's impressive.
That's a first. Hanging on to it, cross ice pass to Jones. State really needs to hold their ground here. A lethal 5-on-3. UNC can do something. Over at the point, Cannon with the good save. Eric Muir now pressuring. Richard back to the point with a shot. Again, Cannon with a great save on a shot by Beeson.
Cannon's just been incredible, and he's really settled down here in this third period.
Jones had a good opportunity for a one-timer there on that first cycle through, but it just managed to not hit his stick right, and he lost the chance he had.
6:57 left to go here in the third period. Stayed on a 5-on-3. Zach Salwai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward, Jacob Hansen. Tyler Alfanzetti now on. I'm not mistaken, Logan. 11 shorthanded goals on the year now for State.
That's correct.
Do we see a 12th here?
I don't know if you're going to see one here. It feels like this one might be over, and it feels like the Tar Heels just... feels like the Tar Heels wouldn't let that happen.
The UNC takes their timeout here. A little weird as to why.
Maybe they just really love the arena, want to stick around for a little bit longer.
Get this hostile energy.
Coach Volkman saying some things that we probably can't repeat up here in the PackTV booth. For the most part, I am a big fan of keeping my job. And I'm a big fan of saying age-appropriate words. Out of frustration, some things are said down there. Here's the correct goal call. There we go. We're going to joke about that one for a while with Wade after this one. But even if UNC does something on this power play, do you think it's too little too late?
Absolutely. I think it's 5 goals down with 7 minutes left. It's too far gone. Now UNC is looking to see if they can have anything just to build on going into their next game against Elon, last game of the semester. Maybe the timeout was there to try some different things on offense, different things on the power play, see if they can get something they can take going forward.
Alfanzetti with the draw, Wayne can't handle it. There's Jordan with the shot, Cannon with the good stick. Deflects it away from Kramer. Hanging on to it with the ripper. Good save once again by Cannon. That was a good shot there by Bullock. Cleared out. State back to having 4 skaters on the ice. Down only 1 guy. That's interesting.
Empty net for Carolina.
Coach Volkman decides to pull Gabe Haruso, who came in. Alfanzetti, who's been offensively potent all night, has a chance to get a shorthanded goal here. Empty netter for sure. And there goes Kramer. Kramer alongside, again with the shot. Great defense there by Devin Halko, one of our candidates for the Wolfpack Outfitters Player of the Game. There's Bogdash. Bogdash over to Jordan, and a shot! It stayed out! Somehow. Unbelievable job.
Combination of Rushford and Cannon just somehow kept that one out of the net.
They keep it in the zone. Wolfpack chance deafening here. Alice Rushford breaks away. Can't quite get anything on that one. To the front of the net, Costigan, and he scores! Matt Costigan, first of the season, 7-1 NC State. At
At what point do you just call it? You just feel pity for the poor team. Really, just at this point, going up, you feel like it's just salt in the wound at this point. They've already dominated the Tar Heels. Been a great job by the Ice Pack's offense. Really just putting on a show for their home crowd here in the Governor's Cup.
A risky executive decision there made by Coach Volkman to pull the goaltender.
I think you can only consider it so risky at this point. Now it might have just been, trying to get a goal for pride or something. I think he heard us up here talking about us getting that 12 shorthanded goal and just decided he wanted to prove him wrong over here.
That he did.
You're right. Puck is now carried through the zone. There's Jones once again with the zone entry. Vedetta almost had possession on that one. That's got to feel good for Matt Costigan. There's the fan club for him. Ellis Rusher gets another assist on the night. Puck is handled back in the neutral zone. Carried through once again by UNC. This game is as good as done. Megan has it. Megan sends it up to Jones. State has done a good job of killing penalties tonight. Puck is cleared back, and Haruso will handle that.
Well, when you've scored more points than your opponent has on penalty kills alone, you're doing something right.
And it's a proven fact. The more points you have, the better chance you have of winning.
And we saw this from NC State's first penalty kill. They really came out on the front foot in that one they had in the first period, and it's carried on, and they've capitalized.
Megan had that one once again. Chip back in. There's Aney. Back to the front. O'Rourke will go ahead with the clear.
Looks like the Tar Heels are slowing down a little bit here.
The fan crowd has definitely quieted down so far. Ice is dirty. Needs a little bit of a touch up here, but the game is almost over. 4:30 left to go. 7-1. NC State still on Cam Mazakowski's double minor. Zach Salai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson, bringing you into the pack as always. Riley Johnson alongside Alex Robinson on the other side. Still waiting to make something happen with a bomb from Devin Halko. Goes just high. Collecting it back up once again, that was Oliviera. Sent flying all the way back out. Davis Hudson will be there to collect the puck.
I think everyone on the ice, in the stands, up here in the booth, I think we're all ready for Thanksgiving break at this point, aren't we?
Almost certainly. We still got 4 minutes left in this third period, though, before they can call it quits.
Great song. Continuing the trend, I still don't know the name of that one. Parker Cesarek, Eric Todd on the forecheck once again. Cesarek back out to the front. Todd can't get the chip in right there. Amazing job once again. Hudson over to Halko. Hudson will loft that one ahead. That was Halko. Cesarek lofted that one in. Lost it. There's Halko. Halko back over to Cesarek. Mazakowski, penalties over. They killed it. A 4-minute double minor kill by NC State. That's going to be a talking point with Coach Gazzillo after this game. Awaiting word on our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. Puck is cleared back in. Davis Hudson makes a drop pass. Thought Devin Halko was there, but instead it was Eric Todd. Eric Todd with some wheels. Had the beautiful assist tonight. Dead split on the pole. Hudson with a shot goes just high. We're going to end up figuring out, making an executive decision up here in the booth if we don't have anything else going here. 3:02 left to go.
Not much more that really can be said about this one. Just a dominant performance again for the Ice Pack. Their offense just doing everything right. And I think they're going to continue to keep rolling into this break.
If you're watching the game, we thank you for joining us. And if you want to help select the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, find us on Twitter at Into the Pack and vote on our poll between Josh Cannon and Devin Halko. 2:51 left to go here. Jadala had a good shot, went just high. Banners align the PNC Arena here on this cold Raleigh night. PNC Arena in the capital city. Governor Cooper made an appearance here today. Not sure if he's going to hand out the trophy today, but it would be exciting. Sam Banashevitz with the power move. Banashevitz, a great save by Haruso. Unfamiliar foes with each other. Banashevitz lost it. Jadala almost had that one. Miles Ferrone back on the ice. Sam Benishevitz had that one. There's Jadala. Jadala for a second. He shoots, and it goes just high.
What a move. What a
Alfanzetti got tripped up a little bit on that one. Pass all the way over. There's Kramer. Kramer with a backhand pass all the way over to John Beeson. Once again, Miles Ferrone with the forecheck. Lost that one. Puck is sent out of play. 2:11 left to go here. Now I do know this song. Yeah, what's that smell? Yeah, it smells like Teen Spirit. I know my music, I promise you. Just anyway. Parker Cesarek, Riley Johnson, Alex Robinson here. 2:11 left to go.
You got what looks like a Penguins fan down there on the second row, first row, getting into it.
Good getting them into hockey at a young age. As of right now, we are still awaiting the numbers on the Wolfpack Outfitters Player of the Game. Our statistical analysis members, all the way up wherever statistical analysis are, whatever that word is. We're getting the numbers. Josh Cannon has taken the lead so far in the poll. UNC will go 0-5 in their past 5 games. We'll travel to Elon, have another game there. State will finish off the semester 14-0. Get another several crucial points in the Carolina East standings. A great showing in front of their home fans. A 7-1 victory, continuing their offensive prowess.
They've just had an incredible start to the season.
Breakout pass there, Cesarek. Can he make something out of it? He's a little bit more patient with it. Robinson at the top, can't make that pass. Back out to the front for the tip. Just wide. Jesse Aney will take control of that once again. 1 minute left to go right here. There's Riley Johnson. Johnson with the pass over, just lost it. As we were saying, State will go 14-0 on the young year. Another +6 goal differential to add. There's Mason Reagan. Just goes wide of Eric Mira. UNC will drop to 3-11. Miss out on some crucial chances to get some more points in the Carolina East standings and their chance to go to the ACCHL tournament in February. Aney to the front of the net, a great interception by Eric Todd out in the slot. Aney over. Ooh. Back out with a shot, and a stick flew everywhere. Eric Mira getting in some fisticuffs, and we got a brawl.
Not so much a brawl as Mira taking hold of a player down there in front of the net. Lost his stick there.
Got it flipped out of his hand there by the UNC player.
Looks like they will call the penalty, number 22.
Mason Reagan will be heading off. Unnecessary penalty just too late in the game right now.
Just a moment of frustration from him for sure.
Once again, we are waiting to see what the deal will be, if the governor will hand out the cup or not. Sam Benishevitz hoisted it last year. Outstanding fashion. Of course, Governor Cooper does have a state to run, so if he is absent, it won't be much of a surprise to anyone. But there they go, behind the net. Merchant back to the point. Eric Todd still has it with a shot from the far side, and a good save by Gabe Haruso. Clear back out. This game is all but over, and they will surround Josh Cannon. The 14th win of the season, the 5th annual Backyard Brawl, belongs to your NC State Ice Pack. A 7-1 smackdown of UNC at the PNC Arena.
Absolutely incredible game all around for them. Got off to a slower start, but as usual, just took them some time to get going here in PNC, and they came away with a good win. Their offense just overpowering whatever opponent they come across right now.
And what happened to UNC there?
I think it's kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the game, how we know that NC State was going to come into this and grow into the game as they went on. And I believe that UNC needed to get out to a hotter start than they did. And they really hung in for a while, did a valiant effort for a lot of the game. But once a couple more of those goals started coming, once it got to about 4-1 or so, you could feel the game had really started to slip away. And UNC hadn't put enough forward to really be able to contest it in the back end.
Marcus Eric will get the first star of the game, but our official Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game does belong to Josh Cannon. And let's see if the Ice Pack are going to do their celebration. They've been following a trend, wanting to sort of repeat the Carolina Hurricane celebration. They salute the fans. Let's see what happens. With the stick salute, there they go. A couple good taps for good measure, and there they go. They'll do it. Mazikowski ran into his own man there.
You hate to see it.
Things you hate to see. That. So where's this cup coming from? We'll find out soon for sure.
A couple of players already heading off at the Ice Pack.
So waiting for the cup, and there it goes. Governor Cooper not here to present it. Sam Benishevitz takes it. And he hoists it high. And they pass it around. A great celebration as always. It's always customary to see who he passes it off to next. Pass it to, I believe that was Robinson, and then back to Cesaric. An amazing game, and they salute their fans and they head off.
Comfortable, I think is the best way to describe it.
Yes, absolutely. A good win just to go into the break for the Ice Pack.
And they're definitely going to be celebrating this one, taking their celebratory picture here. We're going to go to commercial here, come back with some stand-ups, some post-game reports, intermission interviews, everything like that. We'll be back in a bit. And as we go to commercial, your 14-0 NC State Ice Pack. We'll be back in a bit. This has got to be good heading into the Thanksgiving break. The 14-0 NC State Ice Pack. Zach Solai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward and Jacob Henson. There's not a lot to say after this game besides the fact that the Ice Pack remain undefeated. Yeah. The new rankings for the ACHA are coming out pretty soon. Do we see these numbers going up for the Pack? Do we see them ranked higher, or do we see them ranked lower?
Absolutely higher. There's no way you can rank them lower after the performances they've been putting on. Wake Forest and against here tonight alone, you can't rank them any lower. I expect to see them shooting up through the rankings because this was an incredible matchup.
UNC did a solid job tonight, but they fell just a little bit short. Didn't give it their all in that third period. What did you see from them, and was that goaltending change a little bit too little too late?
I think when you look at it, especially with the way that he had been performing throughout the game, we up here when we talked about it, felt the goaltending change might have been a little unnecessary, although it could have just been an opportunity to give the new guy a chance to see how he played against the NC State offense. I think the big thing that hurt UNC was that they didn't get out to that early start that we talked about before the game started. Like, we knew NC State would grow into the game as they did. It was a very traditional game for NC State hockey standards, and I think UNC, I feel like they knew what they needed to do, they couldn't quite get it done.
Let's take a note of some of the hotter players for NC State right now. We can't get over that goal by Laith Jadala. An amazing pass by Ellis Rushford. A bomb in the slot through traffic. Let's talk about Laith and his performance of late. 6 goals in 2 games.
He's just been absolutely incredible. Again, 5 of those goals came against Wake Forest in an incredible showing, a hat trick plus some, almost getting the double hat trick. Getting another one here tonight. He's just had an incredible run of late, and especially on offense, he's let his presence be known.
And especially that. Laith Jadala did a great job, and Trevor Merchant, of course, tonight did have a goal in outstanding fashion. Talk about what he means to this team, and an amazing, amazing setup there by Eric Todd.
Well, he means a lot to this team. He's always doing the little things, making sure things go right. His presence on this team just makes everyone better. He makes everything go right. He does the little things, and that's what really matters.
And we talked about that with Coach Casillo in the most recent Over the Boards episode. Trevor was long overdue for some of this offensive showing, and it truly showed, and he scored it against UNC goaltender Alec Hardman. Now, this is not the performance you wanted, especially in this biggest setting, but what can you say about his performance before he was pulled?
I think especially early on in the game, he did have a very strong showing for a while. I think you can only really put 2 or 3 of the goals on him. I feel like there was the one unlucky deflection, the crazy shot from the midline, then a few that just didn't seem like they were on breakaways or things that he didn't have much say about. I feel like it's obviously not what he wanted to do coming out here, but I think there are some positives that he can look at and take forward.
Likewise, our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game and Josh Cannon did have one of the best performances by NC State goaltender this year so far. He's an outstanding. In his past 3 games, he's only given up 2 goals dating back to the Delaware weekend in which he beat them 5-4 and then led his team to a 10-0 victory. And tonight, a 7-1 smackdown over UNC in the 5th backyard brawl. What does Josh Cannon mean to this team?
He means a lot. Having that depth at goalie is incredible. Joey Hall usually will get the starts, but having Josh Cannon back there, knowing you can rely on him, and he's had some incredible performances, especially of late, but knowing that he's there just makes this team that much better because they can trust everybody on this roster to play well.
Last game of the semester for NC State, but UNC has one more left on the table. What are the adjustments that Coach Volkman needs to make for his team heading into Elon?
I think the next game against Elon could be seen as a real experimental game while they've just got the one left before the end of the semester. I feel like there's a lot that needs to happen on UNC's side, especially with their defensive solidity. We saw what this NC State offense did to them, and Elon also scored a lot against them in their previous game that they'd played right before the NC State game. So I think going into it, they need to work on defensive solidity and maybe a different look on offense even. Find another way. They are such a quick counterattacking team in a lot of ways, but I feel like their best offense was when they were able to get into the NC State defensive zone and really play that possession passing. Like, they had opportunities that way that I think they could work on capitalizing better in the future.
Absolutely during that. Well, that's about as much as we can talk about here, especially concerning this game. If you missed this one, if you're at home tonight for anything like that, home for Thanksgiving break, don't worry. There's a few more backyard brawl games next semester. PackTV will be there to cover those for you if you can't make it then. We're going to take a quick break right here. We're awaiting head coach Mike Gazzillo and your Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, Josh Cannon, right here on PackTV. Look, Coach, it pays me to say this, but your Giants have won 2 in a row. I have nothing else to say about them.
Good.
Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside head coach Mike Gazzillo of the 14-0 NC State Ice Pack. Coach, that's got to have a good ring to it.
Oh, it's great. I mean, you know, again, you go out to win every game, but, you know, it gets harder, right? It gets harder to win every game, and the guys have just been going, and, I mean, yeah, it's good.
To cap off the semester at home is a huge thing. 14-0 on the year, and you guys have done so outstanding at home. And this technically wasn't a home game, but your fans showed up. You gave them a really good treatment here. What does the support mean to you guys? And the attendance numbers have been increasing steadily since the first backyard brawl.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we're looking for, right? To bring more people in, generate more excitement, and, you know, grow college hockey in the area, right? I mean, for the youth hockey players that are, you know, in high school and thinking about where they're going to continue their hockey careers and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, that's great to see. And hopefully we'll just keep the numbers coming in and keep playing. We've got another game in January here. So first year we're doing 3. So hopefully we'll get a nice turnout that night too.
Another offensive show up by your team tonight. Laith Jadala, we couldn't say enough about him up here. An amazing slap shot through traffic there. Was really the goal scoring an issue after his last game against Wake Forest, or did you just kind of expect him to come in and really just give another show out?
You know, you always expect that from him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even really know how he got the shot off because he had a guy trying to tie up his stick. But I mean, it was a blast, you know, when it went through. And you know, yeah, he's solid every game. And again, that kind of generates the guys and the excitement. And you know, we just keep kind of rolling there.
And especially that your special teams tonight, something we always talk about, but you got a few shorties tonight, continuing that pace, now 12 shorthanded goals on the year. What does that mean to your team?
I mean, it's huge for us because the guys know when we're down, there's still scoring opportunities out there. You know, I mean, is it going to be every time? No. But the expectation is the guys are going to go out there and there may be some opportunities. So whether you score or not, the fact that we could keep the other team from having the puck and keep it down in their end obviously takes time off the clock. So, you know, we work on the special teams and practice a lot, and the hard work pays off. And, you know, it's great to see these guys be able to score.
Josh Cannon tonight, a Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, had an outstanding match tonight. Got the 2 starts on the weekend against Delaware and Georgetown and got the start start tonight. 2 goals against in his past 3 games. He's got to be a bright spot in this team going forward.
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible. He made it, especially in the third period, he made 1 save. And, you know, from my vantage point, I saw the UNC kid, and it looked like he had a wide open net. And the next thing I know, it doesn't go in, and Josh is there. And, yeah, I mean, he doesn't say much. He's pretty quiet. But he plays big, and he shows up every game. And, you know, to him, he just wants to come out and play hockey, and he works hard, and I'm really happy for him.
You guys won the backyard brawl. What's going on after the game, Coach?
I'm probably going to head to the bar for a little bit, and after that, I'll probably go home and watch the Monday Night Football game, and you know, kind of decompress from hockey for a little bit. You know, we got the holidays coming up, and you know, guys got finals and everything, and you know, we don't do anything after Thanksgiving for the finals reason, and you know, so we just talked about how important it is, you know, spend the time with the family and do well on your finals, but you know, hopefully they'll stay on the ice and stay in shape, and we come back and we can pick up where we left off in January.
Hopefully they will stay in shape. Of course, Thanksgiving, Christmas it's comfort food season, as many of the players call it. But Coach, we want to thank you for joining us up here, and I want to say good luck to the Giants this week, but I can't.
We're probably better without your luck. Thanks.
Well, there you have it. Head coach Mike Gazzillo of the 14-0 NC State Ice Pack. Logan will be right back here on PackTV with Josh Cannon. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Welcome back to PackTV. I'm Logan Ward here with our Wolfpack Outfitters Player of the Game, Josh Cannon. Congratulations on the win, Josh. Did a great job in goal.
Thanks, yeah, means a lot.
Fan presence, a big factor here. The energy was vibrant throughout the entire stadium. What does that really mean to your team to have the support on what is supposed to be an away game?
It's awesome, especially being a UNC, technically a UNC home game. Yeah. Having our fans being able to shut out their fans. Yeah. You know, they're trying to make chants, and our fans are just blocking them out. You know, they can't get a word in. You know, it's really good for the team. It gives us a lot of energy.
Absolutely. And again, this win, making the team 14-0, going into the longish break, got the holidays off, coming back next semester. What does this win really mean going forward for this team?
It's pretty good since we're 14-0. You know, everybody likes to be undefeated. It's a great feeling. It's a lot of momentum heading into the break, but now since we do have this long break, it's keeping up with it, getting back on the ice during break because we don't have practices, and being ready to come back out in January.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it, Josh. For Zach Sawai and the rest of the PackTV crew, this is Logan Ward signing off.